Alright, welcome in everyone to the stream. Hope you're having a fantastic day, night, wherever it is in your neck of the woods. Hello there. Yay, hooray, welcome in. I'm loving the new Elizabeth campaign so far. I love to hear that myself. It's been a ton of fun to get recorded. I've batch recorded that one out to around part 5, so any name suggestions are going to be coming in towards part 6 and beyond, which is what it is. I'm actually going to turn the game volume down here just a smidge. We are actually here in the Griffin beta, so Age of Wonders 4 with the upcoming release of Archon Prophecy has the Griffin patch released a little bit early. That way, if you have the game, you can actually opt into the beta utilizing, I have a link in the description. They had an announcement that shows you exactly how to do it. Never heard of Age of Wonders till today? Well, there you go. Age of Wonders, just kind of as a brief overview, is... Let me chuck this cat out of here. Is basically a Civ game. It's a Civ-style game with more XCOM-style combat. So you're building up an empire, but unlike Civ, which kind of takes a tongue-in-cheek take on history, you've got your fantasy realms that you're building up. So you have your different... I'll even show you the factions just real quick. We'll go through this very, very quickly. You have your different factions that are built up from different races, which you can kind of build up on your own with different traits. Those races can then have their own culture, which will then have its own trait as well. So these guys, for example, are feudals. They've got cheaper units, powerful cavalry, and they're a monarchy. So they have kind of a specialized ruler that gets all sorts of buffs depending on units rolling with the monarch itself. They are also, you have your traits for the society itself, so what makes up that society and what they actually do. So these guys being chosen uniters are going to get more income from vassals, have some more good alignment, and then units are going to be a little bit stronger when you recruit them. You also get more Whispering Stones, which is like a Palantir, allows you to influence free cities around. So if you're playing Civ the way you... Cat, what are you doing? Every time we start up... Try to cause problems. What'd you get? Good grief. Where was I? Emoji's thrown me off completely. So, for example, I guess... Yeah, we'll just get back to this in a moment. It's basically Civ, but in Fantasy Realm with... Instead of you have, like, so you're playing Russia, you're playing as your own pre-built faction that you build up yourself, depending on whatever you decide to theme it with. The Griffin patch has brought on in a few cool changes, the first of which being some more Pantheon rewards. So as you play through your campaigns, your rulers will either ascend if you win, or not if you lose, to your Pantheon, but you'll always gain experience for your Pantheon depending on what you did in that campaign. So for example, if you complete a whole bunch, actually I'll show you here. So unlocking new tomes, advancing your heroes, and just doing things in your campaign is going to give you experience you can spend in this tree here, which is your Pantheon reward tree. So, as a bit of a free addition for everyone, unless you have giant kings, because they've added some stuff for giant kings as well, which is one of the DLC. But if you have the game free to everyone who has the game, the Pantheon reward they've added in is a couple of new banner icons. We've got the Constellation and the Crusader. I quite like the Crusader banner icon. These don't do anything other than give you more customization options for your factions. So those are the first three. After that, you start to get into some things called item infusions, which are going to be in a building called your Item Forge, which basically just lets you build up specific items you would like for your rulers, should you have the right materials on the map. Similar to your trade goods in Civ, they're a little bit different, but it's very similar, where you gain that good through expanding your property or your territory, or through trade, and then you gain it to utilize in your forge. So we've got the infusion that'll give us Fearless, so we don't ever rout due to a low morale. To do that, we need one of these clovers. Greater Farsight is going to give you 2 additional vision range, and these are going to be able to be applied to certain items too, so not every item can get every single buff. So different ones are going to be acquiring different infusions. Next, we have the Bless Active Ability Item Infusion, which will allow you to bless a unit as long as you have a staff or a wand, which is just a free action use of a fortune, so more critical hit chance, which will make your units do, I believe it's 50% more damage in this game. It might be a little bit less, but it's 50% more damage whenever they hit someone, and that critical hit chance can stack. Strengthen will make them do just more damage, and then Bolstered Resistance makes them take less non-physical damage. Cool stuff. The next one we've got are a couple more item infusions, the Inner Grace Infusion, which we can apply to shields, which you actually need a combination of materials for this one. But Inner Grace is fantastic. It allows you to, at the start of the turn, you gain Grace, which is a passive bonus that heals you anytime you get damaged. You can stack it up to 3 times, so that's 30 temporary hit points. But every time you get hit, you are going to heal like it never happened, as long as they don't hit you for quite a bit more. But it's a really good way to stave off really, really big, bomby attacks. Thanks for explaining, servers. It's really cool. I used to be crazy at Civ, never lost a campaign even against my... there you go. There you go. Mirror Veil is one of the other ones we got here, so we unlock Mirror Veil. So if you have a shield, you will then reflect 50% of non-physical damage back at your attackers. Pretty cool stuff. Next, we actually have I'd say the coolest part of the entire new reward tree, which is the Astrological Diviners, which is a new trait you can give to one of your factions. I believe this is an astral trait, definitely is an astral trait. Ooh, there we go. But it has this kind of a strange effect where every 10 turns, your units are going to gain aligned stars. So due to being part of an empire with Astrological Diviners, and it being the 10th turn, this unit has now 100% critical hit chance. So yeah, no, damage is boosted by 50%. This is insane. So every single hit, no matter what, is going to crit. Incredible stuff. You can't get higher than 100% chance. There's no like crazy, like if you're used to like things like Warframe or other stuff where you can get higher tier critical hits, that's not a thing in this one. You just get a 100% chance to actually hit and deal 50% more damage. But only on that 10th turn. It's quite interesting. You also have non-hero units drafted, raised, or summoned during a 10th turn permanently gain Born Under the Stars. So from there on, they are going to deal 20% more critical hit damage on its attacks. So you're kind of all about setting up like battles and recruitment on that 10th turn. It's a very interesting trait there. Lastly, we have city structures and special province improvements completed during a 10th turn. They're just going to grant you 100 knowledge, which is what you use for research, your research trait. So it's all about those 10-turn cycles. I'm sure some of you have already kind of broken this one, but we'll see what we can do to make the Astrological Diviners quite incredible. Maybe a Reavers class where on the 10th turn they ride out with their gun lines and just every single hit with the mage locks a crit. I don't know. We'll see. We have a couple more infusions we'll go through quite quickly. This one's very expensive. You need 3 different kinds of magic materials on the map. But if you do so, you get the innate Spelljammer. So while this unit is in battle, it acts like a Spelljammer, increasing enemy spell cost by 100% combat casting. No matter how much there's different resources, you use mana to cast spells. How much mana you have no matter what, you can only cast as much as you have a certain amount of casting points. So increasing it by 100 is always miserable for your opponent. It can only go on a trinket, which is a certain type of item, of course. We also have the Overcharge cast active ability, which will give us the Overcharge cast. Give our spells Overcharge this turn. If you see it has no filled-in circles, that means it doesn't cost any of your action points. You can use it basically for free on a turn. But only once per battle and it starts on cooldown because it's a monster. And you also usually can't cast spells on your very first turn. So combat spells may gain Overcharge. So if they're damage spells, they gain more damage. Healing spells gain more healing. Buff spells will give you more resistance to ward off non-physical damage. Debuff spells will gain Sundered Resistance, so it's going to weaken enemies' resistance to their own or to your future non-physical damage, and also drop their status resist, which will make them take negative status effects much easier. Combat enchantments, oh, that's... You hurt me, where we at? Overcharge cast, there we go. Combat enchantments are going to allow you to cast another spell, so enchantments are things that, like, they affect the entire battlefield, and they'll go off every couple turns, or every turn or so, and something will happen. This allows you to cast that, and then do something else as well. And then lastly, combat summon spells gain 2 strength, and so they're a little bit stronger upon arrival. Good stuff. Lastly, we have the Archon Helmet. Oh, I guess not last, it's a couple more here. Archon Helmet being one of the really cool items here. This is one of the only ones that I've unlocked so far for the customization options. We can show you that real quick. I think we can even do that in campaign if we want. And then we got the Golden Godier's Crown for those who like to be gilded. I'm thinking we'll be fixing up Gerald here soon with a golden crown. If you own Giant Kings, you'll also have a couple new customization options for your Giant Rulers. So we have the Archon Body and the Archon Helmet, and then the evil version, the Revenant, the Undead version. So we've got the Giant Revenant Body, and then the Giant Revenant Helmet. Which as soon as I have these unlocked, we'll go ahead and show them off for everyone too, but I do not just yet. I've not had the most time to play, but I've gotten in and jumped in a little bit. There are just an absolute ton of changes that have come on in with the Griffin update, so I'm not going to be able to go through all of them, but while this loads here, let me pull up my Steam page and just kind of the ones that I found the most important. They buffed and debuffed a ton of different spells, a ton of different tomes, and just kind of, a lot of it's really, really small stuff, but the huge stuff, the biggest things, like the quality of life, we can now multi-move. So before, you could only click with one stack and move them around here. Now you can click, as long as if you're shift-clicking or holding in on the right joystick on console, I believe, you are now selecting multiple armies. You can select up to 6 armies and move them around as a group. And wherever you tell them to go, they will all try to get, well, the leader will go there, so whoever you selected first counts as the leader. I'm sure you can make others the leader too. If you just, yeah, you right-click here, now they're the leader, vice versa. Wherever you decide to tell them to go, they will all try to get there as close to the leader as they can. So the leader will go to that position, and then everyone else will try to get as close to them as they can. Just allows you to move around multiple armies quite a bit easier. It's a really, really good quality of life change. So you can select 6 stacks, and you can view all their army information in that panel like we were seeing there. So you click these ones, and you click these guys too. And even if we wanted to come on down and grab, say, this army, they're all added to that stack, and they will all be moving together. The orange is going to show you where they're all going to try to end their pathing. Pretty cool. What else we got going on here for quality of life? There's different notifications settings, so the notifications aren't going to be jumping up in your face every single time. They've changed quite a few of those. So things like shop arrival, hero destiny, so when they're questioning their destiny, when you meet a free city, and then when you've defeated other players, you now have to select these icons. They're like events here. You have to select them, and then it'll show you what's going on there, which is pretty cool. I think you can select the default version of that if you wish in the settings. We've also got persistent forged weapons. So if, for example, we take this lightning axe, which isn't really that exciting, and if we were to complete this game, I love that my UI is still acting funky, so I'm just not going to try to hover over anything. I've tried everything I can to fix that too. I've tried G-Sync. What else have I tried here? Yeah, we're not going to go into it. I've tried several things to make that work, and it just hasn't happened so far. So basically, if you have completed a campaign, it'll take all of the items that you built during that campaign. So we'll take our blueprints here and say our custom ones for this one that we built. All of these will get added to a pool, and then in our future campaigns, they can drop as rewards. Up to 50 items will be saved in this pool, and I'm not sure if you can remove or custom select which is in there, or it's just the last items that were basically you crafted in a campaign. But they can then drop as rewards for you in future campaigns, which is quite cool. So it's like your pantheon reaches down and gives you, I'm going to make some crazy gilded axes later on, so we'll see if we can't make use of that later too. But like, so if we complete this campaign and now that one's saved, we can use it going forward, which would be awesome. Alright, so actually getting into this campaign here. We're currently starting in the Glittering Peak. We've got the city of Goldhaven, which is going to be released as a vassal before too long because it's just not in a very good spot. And we've got Gilded Lavasdale down here, which is next to this landmark, Dragon Teeth Ridge, which every single province is giving us 5 additional gold. And we've got Ancient Draconic Frenzy, which if anyone's a dragon in these provinces, when there's a battle going on, they're going to gain some extra buffs. It also allows us to recruit tier 5 dragons. We have Calamity Dragon, Fire Dragon, Frost, and Prosperity. Just once we get the settlement up to the max tier. Pretty awesome. Alright, we got the transmutation circles going on in. Also trying to get a grips with where we were last time. So we're at war with the rats. Skaven and dwarfs going to battle as we'd expect. And they do have an army over here because we lost a scout in between. So a scout got taken out by, I think it was a 2-stack, but they weren't very large. Plus, our armies are so terrifying at this point. They can get stronger, but I've just overdraw crossbow at 30. Already, I'm here for. We also have a brand new enchantment from last time. Siege Magic. So all of our support units and battle mages will deal more damage and have Siege Breaker. So as we are starting up sieges, they will be able to speed those along extra fast, like they are acting as a siege project themselves, which is really, really good. Go ahead and excavate this province, dig this up, hopefully find something good. Oh yeah, the Subterranean Society also got a huge nerf, where unless you choose an adaptation that has you start underground or a culture that has you start underground, it will have you start above ground. So you have to then, well, I mean, there's no reason to pick it unless you're starting underground with another trait, is kind of the nerf. Otherwise, you start above ground, which is not what you need. Okay, so we'll go ahead and grab both of these armies here with the multi-click, and we can move them up to go fight some of these side forces. Onward. And they both move in together, and safe battle. Let's go ahead and auto-resolve it. If we need to get involved, we will, but we're at the stage in the game where a lot of these Marauder Guards aren't going to be much of a threat. We have built our armies quite well. Also a safe battle, let's see. I don't trust it. She's got low health. Now that's very good. And one of the really, really cool things about this as well is you can just watch the replays. Something I've said it 100 times and I'm going to keep saying it. I would like to see this added into to Total War Warhammer, where you can come on in and after you see, or click auto resolve, either it gives you the replay that the AI was using, or the other option is you can basically go in and you can exit the replay, and you can refight it yourself. So if you think you could do better, which in a lot of cases you can, because the AI just doesn't make the best decisions, you can then go in and get a better result if you wish. It also looks like a lot of the UI, or like a lot of the frames are much smoother now. That's not something they mentioned so much, but things look a bit more smooth. Interesting strategy. I probably would have stayed there and shot the overdraw. And we're making the pickaxe for this hero. That way every single one of our heroes has the opportunity to gild. Just kind of left him in there to get munched on by all those worms. Another big thing they've done is all of the throwing units, which I think is pretty much just the Sunderer and the Harrier. There's a few units that throw weapons. Oh yeah, the Stormbringer too. They now have much less accuracy, I think by 10%, on longer range shots. Likely just to try to take down the Stormbringer. I've heard, just from watching Gothuk and some of the others, that the Stormbringer is pretty much the go-to unit if you want to win. Stormbringer and Tire Templar, which have both kind of received nerfs. They weren't unjust ones, they definitely were needed. Watching a couple multiplayer games, and it was one of those where, yeah, no, I can see why these are the only two units to get selected. Oh, you missed. You embarrassed me in front of my wizard friends. He's over there beating the smack out of these. Do you lose the battle, sir? I guess this isn't Planetfall where you have hero retaliation always. They run on over, give him some extra shield. I guess he's just a sad boy. That's why we won. Watching all his new friends, I guess these worms go down was too much for him. Hits him with the pickaxe, doesn't gild anyone, so we'll have to fight a couple of these ourselves. That's the other thing about this build, is you aren't going to be getting... What? Wasting time. You aren't going to be getting nearly as many of the things you're actually trying to do with this build, which is trying to gild all your enemies and turn them to gold. We are utilizing the pick of Gildificating Summoner here, so that combo is Third Strike has a 60% chance of inflicting gilding. We also get a stronger version of this through the Dwelling here. Oop. Work with me. Work with me, lads. Yeah, down here, the Eternal Gold Seeker's Pickaxe. So on top of having a chance of gilding every single time you hit, it still has that combo, and it also has the Golden Curse. So if you get hit, enemy attackers, doesn't mean they have to land the attack, they just have to be attacking you, have a chance of becoming gilded, which is awesome. Everyone should be gold. Everyone. Alright, so you were in charge of kind of scouting out, finding more areas for us to excavate. Oh, we got one over here. Perfect. Mine. Industrious culture, making that free money. And then the two of you can move together on this. Yeah, that group move is awesome. Not gonna worry about exploring the prison. You're not strong enough. I think I'm also gonna go ahead and put a town down here. We tried to go for a Hermit Kingdom build. It's not working out so well. I don't really want anyone else to really build up anything down here in the Scar. We won't be able to either, though, until we have cleared out the Searing Dungeon, which is full of monsters. We gotta get a little bit stronger. Yeah, I guess the problem is we give this outpost... This one is when we're going to turn into a city and then transfer over. Because I don't really want any towns above ground. So I'm going to basically turn them into a vassal state. Let's go ahead and turn this into a city now, since we have the extra income. It'll drop our income for a turn, but then we'll immediately release them as a vassal. Production in Lavasdale. We got some pretty good production going on here. I'm thinking, I mean, another transmutation circle? No, we need more... We need more land. So let's first grab the workers' farmstead. Try to speed that along. And I will rush that as well. You can go for the Grand Mill. Yeah, let's go for the Grand Mill. Try to speed along their growth. That way we can put down more special province improvements. We're going to hold on to Lightning Torrent as well, which actually also received a pretty huge nerf. This used to be all units suffer a -3 lightning resist for 1 world map turn. So late game, people would just blast people with Lightning Torrent on repeat to get their lightning resistance down as far as they could. And now it's not as easy to do so. You still can, but you'd have to cast it way more times. Alright, before I pass, is there anything else we can get up to? Glittering Peak has the Apex going in, but it's way too expensive. Gold Haven, that's a 36 cost rush, absolutely. And let's go ahead and grab the Dungeoneering Conclave to start turning everything over here to dungeon. I think I'll do so. It looks like right here is the best call. 18 and 5, or... Oh, never mind. Very wrong. Switch there. Switch this. I mean, this one we're going to turn into the vassal as well, but not yet. Alright, beautiful. We're also going to go ahead and take down this bird nest because we've got a mission to do so. Making friends with Serena. I have actually reworked Boromir in the meantime to try to actually make him a proper, an actual proper faction. You also have the ability now to come on in, which is really, really cool. If you want to build your own thematic factions, you can actually set them up now with up to 15 preset heroes that have their own... You can decide what they look like, all of their ambitions and everything about them, which is incredible. So their equipment, their ambitions, you can set up everything there is to do about them. And you can save 15 of them. You can name them, you can do everything. So I've got Boromir and Faramir for now. Where's your brother? But for heroes, you could also do cities. So right now you can only see Osgiliath, because all I had before was the opportunity to name the throne city. You can set up 15 city names. You can have the entirety of Gondor all ready to go. Let's go ahead and give them a fish farm here. And then I'm going to release the city as a vassal. We'll have to take the penalty for a turn, but that's no big deal. Goldhaven can annex another province, so it can. We don't want it to come into contact over here. So all we'll do is keep expanding this way. Let's grab a research post. We'll have to fight over it later on. I'm happy to do so as soon as we can. The Steel Shaper keep excavating this provinces here. I mean, we may even just be able to put in a town like right here and build it up and around too. We'll see. We can't take up all the land that way. Lavasdale actually has the ability to do so. Wall founded, no governor set, that's fine. Transmitter built. I'm thinking we'll just keep building up the main army here. So we'll move on over to this bird nest. Again, we'll have you build some roads, that way it's easier to get around here later on too. Roads in here. Transmitter, you come join for the experience, and let's crush them. A safe battle. I want to fight this one because I want to gild as many of these crows as we can. We're turning these birds into lovely little golden statues. Oh, good, a spirit too. Alright. Yeah, so we can't hover on their abilities because of cheekiness, which is unfortunate. And we'll guard you, move on up into the Shroom Forest here. So how the AI likes to work is it will stay in formation until within, say for Marauders, is with 10% of their army is able to get to you. Or when you're fighting other city-states, it is a little bit less than that. So it's, or I guess more. So it's like 60% of their army has to be within 6 hexes. So there's ways you can game the game a bit. How far can you move? It is a spellcaster, so we'll probably not want to move too terribly far. Long range lightning blast. Let's move around. Transmuters get into position. The spider egg is probably what we'll end this turn with. No, I lied. You move to here. You'll be fine. Transmuter, you come up behind. Just gotta get a magic wall behind here. Beautiful. They've also given all of our support units, or a lot of the support units, a champion ability. So, like the battle mages now, once they hit the champion rank, they'll actually have a specialized ability. So their Grant Defense now also grants bolstered resistance for the Steel Shapers, making your support units a little bit more useful when they get some levels. Something I think is an incredible change. Any of you reach, just to be sure. You easily can. Here, we'll fix that. How about now? Catch this transmuter, we'll step her back once. There, easy. Bolstered resistance to you. Bolstered resistance to, honestly, probably yourself. And then we will have my lovely Apollo drop off the bolt caster. Yes, the bolt repeater, my beloved. Enjoy. It doesn't do a crazy amount of damage, but it is awesome. If we were built more for constructs, which we aren't just yet, this would be even crazier. Excuse me. That's just rude. This poor Anvil Guard can't even see the crows that are attacking him. See, that's what we call a mistake. 23 damage comes back. Alright, time to turn people into gold. So the cool thing we found last time was that we can use our good old molten bolts, just gonna blast away. We got gilded on the last one here, so that crow is now turned to gold. Kind of funny that the flyers don't. Listen, I wouldn't mind if flyers insta-die when they're gilded. Problem is it's gonna affect my flyers too, which I don't know if I can handle. Then we'll step forward here and blast some gilding shots. So you're gilded as well. Perfect. And then the cool thing is we can say, hey, how about you take another turn? And you can gild someone else. Like these crows. Oh, but you failed me. Probably for the last time. Pole arms move into here. With that bolstered resist. This Thunderbird back here just praying we don't move on them. So we might as well, we need to make sure we take out the gilded crows. I also can just pretty much kill anything we want with a true shot here. I say pretty much. Blast them. Slowed and wet, so extra damage is forthcoming. Crossbows go for the overdraw here. Didn't quite take him out, but we can just move in with the transmuter and finish you off. And you only get to just keep them as gold so they change color if they are actually slain in battle. Oh, we have 2 turns. We can't use that. That's unfun. I think I remember that last time too. Let's just move it here and blast him. Take the ground a little bit. And then tell the transmuter to move again. You get a second chance. I'm actually going to have you... Nah, it's not worth it. Get him. 3 shots. Oh, the carrion resisted it. How lucky you are. Let's go for the execute. 100% chance, or not 100% chance, but a very high chance to kill. Let's go shield bash here. They retaliate for pretty much nothing. Then I'll have you try to go for the execute. Ah, they resisted it. Alright, that's fine. And just strike them. Takes them down 2 models. And then you can finish. Overdraw the crossbow here, and kill the carrion. Beautiful. What do you got there, Thunderbird? He's got zapping halberdiers. I mean, that's rude. Not to be unexpected, though. And if we can gild this Thunderbird, that would be crazy. We are going to have many chances. Oh, you're going to have any chances at all. Well, we'll try. 1 shot. First try. Steel Blast allows you to, I think... Woof. Have a chance to electrify them at least. There's a crit. Move on in, you can't get any closer. For the business. Electrified. Melee strike. Halberd stab. Come on. The gilded Underburn. That'll go lovely on our wall. Chuck it right into the gold smelter. And we gain 100 gold just from gilding the different crows that were there. And then our rewards are just 69 food. Nice. Party shoes, and that's that. You've recovered the Watcher's Iris from the Great Bird Nest. We've read this one a few times. They may finally unveil the secrets, and we can either give it to them or keep it, which I don't know why we would ever do that. We are trying to be the dwelling's best friend. We will be marching out with transmuters and shard lancers quite soon. How far are we to the Eternal Pact? We're getting there. Next pact in 2. Oh, we're basically nearly there. Awesome. Revive target non-Lytheran, non-hero unit as a Lytheran of its tier. Oh yes, this is an ability. The problem is you have to spend the mana to revive, so it's really only good in a battle that you're already kind of losing. Let's go ahead and grab the Crystal Focus here. Base magic attacks for all of our battle mages and support units are going to have a chance of attaching bombs to people, which will then explode and deal physical and lightning damage. Mine. Beautiful. I think we also then have to research it. No, we already have it. Excellent. Well, let's get that going now. It's going to cost us 12 gold. That's expensive. We're still doing it. It's expensive. Apollo has leveled up, so everyone is now doomed. Swarm Hunter, a big game hunter. Let's actually come right around and grab Ranger, so we deal 10% more damage. 10% more damage. Nor 2 status resist. With everything he has going on, that's pretty incredible. Just not taking, or not bolstering as much. Extra fast, we do need that. Especially since he's on foot. Alright, well, we will just go ahead and build roads back this way. And then you can help out by building them to connect. Sure, you need to build a roundabout there for some reason. The minecart roundabout. And Fjorn has sent an army to raid my domain. Alright, bring it. Glad you could make it. So we either go for the Materium Amplifier Lens. Materium damage spells deal more damage, and then Materium debuff spells inflict sundered resistance or defense. And this is sundered resistance. We'll see how many more spells of each we have before we go for that one. I'm thinking the Residence Fields will be great. Well, I'd like more land before we go for that. We're missing the farms, aren't we? This is what we could do, is just come above the ground here and grab this province real quick. So, for example, it costs us 24. I'd rather not. That was wait then. Alright, so you then will grab me a new unit. I will take another transmuter. So we pull up our army tab. One transmuter here, one here. So we have 2 total. I think we probably want around 2 at each. The transmuters are end up going to be our battle mage backline, especially when we have our frenzying focus done here, which is going to give them more range. Alright, anything else we can excavate while we're here? Nay. But what we will do is going to hang out with these units. Reach. And then just destroy, hopefully take out any of the marauders or infestations that spawn after they're dealt with that. Oh, we have a mana. No, I thought we had a mana pickup. Not today. Production at Glittering Peak shall be make me some gold. And we'll save our mana too. I think. Yeah, we'll save our mana too. We'll need it. We have Otto's army show up. I mean, we're going to march on refuge pretty soon here, especially with Serena. Oh, Serena just took out one of Otto's armies. The wood elves are marching. The wild hunt has arrived. Really? You guys didn't find anything? What about down this way? Creature cage. Gives us an entwined protector. Normally not something I would take, but it's a shield unit that we can actually use to heal. So, not terrible. What we'll do is we'll have... I like this shaper. Build us a road out of here. Hey, Timosha, good to see you. Digging time? Indeed. We are dwarfs. We shall dig the biggest hole. Don't think I want to build any more roads down here. Serena, what do you... Oh, this is the dwelling for Sjalfel. I wonder if you can incorporate the dwellings like in Planetfall. Probably not. Yep, get over here and start prospecting. Step 1 over because you can prospect and excavate the same turn. Focus rose, magic attacks deal more damage, and disenchant. Dig this up for us. I'm thinking the victory we're going to try to go for here is... You're angering me, Gerald. Alright, Surtur. Nice. He's going to be declared war on us soon. Well, that's not exciting. He comes from the south. Here in Muspelheim. Muspelheim. We also need to keep in mind that he only has one throne city, so if we can march out and take out his units, we actually gain a lot of ground on him immediately. Hole is the go. Yeah. Seeing how deep we can get. Okay, so Surtur is about to declare war on us, but if we can march on Refuge here and wipe out these rats now, I think we're going to. So get moving on Goldhaven. Up to Refuge. A new rally has started and the city was released as a vassal, which we actually have some extra stones somewhere. One of our Palantir. Give me this Whispering Stone. I have need. And we'll start building up this direction. We've got the double iron deposit here. Let's go ahead and slot down the quarry. Glittering Peak is another province as well. There's no foresters down here, but we could just go ahead and grab this one. It also will give us the additional Imperium. I should have done that way sooner. Yes, we get additional Imperium and the secondary forester that we needed to build the armory this whole time. We'll do that now. A new rally has started, so we have fire giants. Iron golems will probably be the only one we might bring in, if anything. What do these things do special? Is it just a shield unit with cave walk? Yeah, it's just a shield unit with cave walk and a spinning mace. Fair enough. And we'll pass the turn. Ooh, Serena's been defeated again now. She won the battle but lost the war. Surtur still hasn't declared war on us because he's probably scared to. Excuse me. Alright, Jerica. Time to die. I guess we could grab both these armies here and bring them on along. That is such a good change. Mana node found. Yeah, we'll chop our way through though. Oh, it's fine. You join here. Go ahead and build the roads around. Size matters not. Towering brewer ogre gibbers in terror. What a coward. Who conscript them as laborers? Hard-working giants. They can dig twice as fast as dwarfs. 4 times in some cases. Wayne gains some renown, and Gerald the Gold touches 1, of course. Spider, Hatchling Bell. Not the best, but we'll take a summon. Alright, now we just need to clear these demi-giant ruins. Hopefully this tunnel is wide enough you can actually build the city through, but if not, so be it. You can grab this next turn. We've got a gold vein found over here. Excellent. Prospect and excavate. Wayne has gained a new level of renown. Sweet. So you now have up to max tier. 10% more gold income, and units never die when retreating. Excellent. Do we have you in Gild as Lavasdale? No, we had you up in Goldhaven, right? Just make it up to 102 cash now. Not bad. We can keep setting them up for whenever we do pass the province over. Underground vault, or now just go for a market. That's 10 more gold. Surtur and Serena have declared a rivalry. Treaty has expired. Oh, what's going on? We may not be so different after all, Gerald. Well, thanks, Boromir. About we open our borders. It's a deal. Good to have some allies. Men and dwarves work together once again. And then we can... I don't really want to declare our friendship. That's expensive. I'll take some of your magic materials, though. Focus crystals, silver tongue fruit, and haste berries. Which ones do we not have? Fire forged stone. We don't have either of those. We'll take the silver tongue fruit. It'll allow us to get our positive relations with the other factions easier. Materials. What do you want for this fruit? 9 gold a turn? Easy. Mine. So I don't know if he still has access to it or he's trading it. That's one of the things I've never known. If the AI still gets access to their trade goods, even if they are giving them to someone else. Pillage, that's no problem. Negotiations have succeeded here with Wall. It's a great name for your city there, old Captain Ramshorn. It's time to bring you back, so let's go ahead and have you build roads and just come on back through towards Lavasdale. Right, we've got a bastion here, which could take up residents of this army. Have you move over. We'll swap them up here soon. So for now, Bastion, you're just gonna stay here. You're not even a Bastion, you're an Anvil Guard, so you just chillax. I think we have more than one steel shaper here either. There's one in this army, and then one... Oh, no, we've got 2. We've got 2. We'll hit the residence fields down here. No, not yet. 6 additional sight. Knowledge per prisoner. Knowledge per prisoner is going to be good since we are in a war, so we'll just grab that, let it go. And then we'll also probably snag the Room of Recall. We can get everything. And we'll have you produce some merchandise. You can make it much further. Can they help one another if they get attacked? Yes. No problem. Set production. We already told it it's fine. Production Lavasdale I will change. Where the clay forge is probably needed. Yeah, we could just replace the other quarry with the clay forge. Easily enough. And for our Imperium... Just gaining 2,000 gold. I mean, just gaining 2,000 gold is gaining 2,000 gold. Ooh. Tempting, but not yet. But if anything, we probably just want to go for a more city cap, right? We get another city down in the underground. 2,000 gold for now. We won't even use it this turn. We'll save. Still hasn't declared war on us. He wants to, but he's just a little bit scared. Some knowledge left over there. We'll have our heroes roll together to deal with this dungeon then. Bastion. Let's have you just kind of sub out for now. That way the heroes can try to level up together. Maybe giant ruins. Explore. Scouting the castle, owing the fierce witnesses a rather morbid argument. We steamed him with mushrooms. Oh, this is one we've also heard. More creamy that way. No, the voice sounds same, disagrees. We cooked the little Arctic felines in butter. You idiot, another one of them yells. We roast them in vinegar. None of them listen to the protests of their ingredients, a group of Arctic felines cowering in the corner. With cows, no. To the rescue. Attack. And he's coming at us with ogres and pigs. Oh no. Oh no, they all died horribly. With the hungry brutes no longer a threat, only the fears can rescue their traumatized victims. It was all my fault, their leader of Bannermen explains. These merchants trusted us to protect them, but 2 days ago, these monstrous cannibals overwhelmed us at nightfall. The Bannerman Hang bows his head. Everyone in the company owes you their lives. How can we repay you? Apparently with mana. Market your goods. Your crafts are what we're interested in. Serve my army? Nah. Market your goods. Give us that production. Consumed by arrogance. Alright, Fallen. The stout. He puffs out his chest and tilts his chin upwards. By omission or prejudice, I find myself being far less than what I could be. Be honest with me, my gilded emperor. Does my ambition as conqueror not interest you? I was born to be great, so direct me towards renown. Which path should I follow? He's frustrated. With what, being a conqueror? I see. Know your place and stay your course. That's how you handle that. A dire penguin. Oh, good. The demon penguins return. So we can use you as a penguin scout. What's going on over here? The city of Hyrate is what's going on over here. Alright, Fallen. What you need to do is quit being mad about everything. You're a defender, we'll give you still a stone then. Forgot to do that previously, I guess. Give you some reinforced armor or the plate. Reinforced armor. Hearty shoes. And that's it. It's a chunky dwarf riding a nightmare. You will bow. Research posts grant additional knowledge. Conduits grant additional mana. Pretty solid. You keep road building. All the way back here towards Lavasdale. I mean, honestly, we could have you start building up roads, or at least being a scout. If you get taken out, so be it. Let's come to here. And then run back on the road. How far do we have to be up to actually fight them? One more. Brush Zeus out of me. We'll fight it ourselves, because I do want to turn... I want to see what happens if you turn a hero into gold. We are battling on a dark research post. Hello, you three. So, Jerica Bronzehelm, you have a Frosty Cascade. Deals damage to anyone who's connected. Oh, no, you're trash. Prepare to die. Spear on the side of Bastion. She will be cascading damage, but I don't think that's really a problem in the slightest. Not a problem in the slightest. They're stuck in there. Bastion, you come up to this flank. Here to the 4. Just stay back, that way her cascading damage is only hitting either the support units, the units that can actually handle it. You can summon down a bolt repeater. Friendly neighborhood artillery. It also blows things up when it hits them. Oh, bolster defense. Interesting strategy. And then goes after this guy and gets punched twice. So I thought it was supposed to hit you twice. Alright, well, no one can even explain to you the amount of doomed you now are. Transmuter, come forward. Oh, we're only ever gonna get hit one hit with them. Don't like that so much. Go for it. Ah, they resisted it. So we aren't gonna try. We aren't gonna try to kill them. Then we're gonna try to be cheeky and get gilded units. I can't go get them. I think you can though. There we go. Decisive command, and now 1, 2, gilded. Nah, you're lucky. And we go for a true shot and absolutely devastate them. Myrridia for retaliations unless we miss. Cannot believe we hit that. Step over this way. They're affected by line of sight, which is what's causing the problem here. 2 shots. But we have a chance of gilding them. That better be a max tier, like 120 point guild. Go for it. Well, if you miss twice, then you let everyone down. That's what happens. Okay then. Strike, strike. Peeky. You don't get to escape, though. I hope you know. I hope you know. The mage locks are always ready. This costs what? 10? Yeah, it's so cheap. Enjoy. Just gotta walk here and force you to attack this other bastion, or this anvil guard. Everyone else stay back and let our transmuters handle this. All right. Yeah, 3 damage is nothing. You get stabbed by both. Where are you going? 2 damage. That's pretty impressive. I wish I could deal 2 damage. Oh, no gilding. You all are being cheeky. Let me just get 1 shot. Let's try to get it as accurate as possible. No one wants to be gilded. That's okay. We've got other stuff for you. Sorry, rats. Those who don't turn into cash must turn into dust. Wow, you had some elite armor. I mean, it's garbage, but we'll take it for the disenchant, for sure. All day. How far away do you have to help out with this one? See, a lot closer. That's okay, we'll deal with all these brothers real quick. Get the experience. Raise his eyebrow, yes. No problem. No one gets turned into gold, though. What we call a travesty. Ooh, a trickster. Which got nerfed recently, so that's why it got destroyed by Gerald. Probably not the only reason, but it definitely didn't help. I mean, you know, we could come out of the out of nowhere here and take out Queensfjord. Let's do that. Jerica has been collected. And we may sell you when we need some more cash. Yoink. Hello, everyone. The dwarf adversary has arrived. Oh, he's got a wart breed. He's used to be... Oh, he's a great big rat. Yeah, these used to be the best racial unit in the game, and since have dropped off a little bit. Although with the what they've done to Fire Templar, maybe we'll start seeing their time in the sun again. Alright, the giant ruins are claimed. We can come across and take out whatever this is real quick. We need as many kind of quick level ups as we can. You two all bind together, and let's go ahead and... Well, actually, that's not. You come out and build the roads this way towards the dim giant ruins. Then you guys build the roads said build the roads, connect it all. There we go. Yeah, let me kind of move this army back up and get ready to start clearing more of this out. We just need a few more elites. That's really our problem. I don't mind if I do, especially if we can build it in one turn. Silent barracks. Let's go for... No, we need... Every time I want to, we don't have enough population here. What did a boost do? We needed 3 foresters, which is probably not going to happen. We will start picking up, though, the Lutheran Shard Lancers. That's kind of just a more elite halberd. A replacement for our halberdier. Alright, production at the peak. We'll probably just go for the observatory. Extra sight. Because no one's sneaking up on us anywhere. We can grab even more Shard Lancers. More Shard Lancers. I'd love to see you all actually do something, but they may also be trapped in here just because of the Lutheran here is Yawful. Alright. Astral Blood is complete. Makes the magic begin to flow through the reins of target race, giving them... Oh, that's not what I thought I was... That's not what I thought I was researching at all. Adaptive armor once per turn whenever we get hit, bolster resistance, and status protection. I don't think that's very good. Nah, I don't think it's very good. Root of Industry is very cheap. Gold Vein Iron, let's go... Yeah, we'll take the 3rd farm. Really boost up their growth here. You were falsely denounced, huh? What did they falsely denounce me with? Surtur is falsely denouncing other rulers, sure, but I thought he was maybe fabricating a grievance and maybe something entirely different. Other rulers have declared a rivalry. Sure enough. Muspelheim's growing quite quickly. Which, to be fair, is a bit spooky. Grab this watchtower, and in fact, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this penguin, because penguins are not part of our build. Demon penguin? Not today. Y'all should be able to take on these trolls, no problem. We'll let auto-resolve handle it, otherwise we'll fight it. Especially if we lose a golem like that. Absolutely not. With the stone spirits, I'm not sure exactly what it's thinking, but... They're definitely getting some serious defensive buffs there, up to 12 defense. However, lightning weakness on the magic missile. Our crossbows back into the shrubbery here. That defense. Halberd's front. I'll run you over, drop off the extra shields, and then come back to the side. Alright, sweet. Pass. How many units are within 6? Not very many. Step forward here. Formation and you over. Hit with a fulmination too. his zappies. Just the net. And bleeding and immobilized, but I don't really need her to move anyway. Time to gild your 4 stone spirits. Strength of steel. All the way up to pretty much max health. Still not doing that much damage. With a weakening cleave. Could be better though. Just going to overdraw the crossbow here. No retaliation. Send that defense on down. Ogre's hurt, but we're just gonna go ahead and drop the AoE there. You can hit these guys thrice. They tend to resist the combo quite often. That's okay. Called thunderstorms. Melt armor. Oh, we should have done that last turn. We will do that your next turn. First, we'll hit it with a fulmination, try to get you or as many of them electrocuted as possible. Stony fists just punching our. You gotta stop him from punching the bear in the face. Bastion's frozen. Dealing no damage to it though. I will begin by triple striking you. Crit's unfortunate. Means we were never going to get a chance to gild them. I'll have defenses here. Rather you go after the trolls. So let's kill these spirits. And with the weakening cleave. Chop. You can turn around and go for the overdraw crossbow on these lads across the way. Almost got him. Fumble on the last one. I could have swore these guys had an additional retaliation, but maybe that's when they're more elite. Alright, overdraw the crossbow. Stop them from retaliating. Heal with the big pole arms. 22 a swing. Another one down. We still don't get a chance to kill them though. Up this way, hit him. Send the Bastion up to you. Drop down the extra defenses. It should be trying to retreat. Let's see. Smack. Critical hit. Turn. I said turn. Your trident is weak. Smidge of a heal. I think if you just move up alongside also, well, that's not as much damage as I actually thought. 2 times strengthened. And then you ride in and do whatever damage you can. Big old chunky 40. And good work. There goes the troll. Even with their regeneration, they're not very intimidating. Or trolls. You come on back into friendly territory to heal. When the Fierce has leveled up, he's got his rank 12 signature skill. We can make you a Master of Astral or a Master of Materium. So Awaken Earth is a stone spirit. Overcharged is so meh. Because it's not just a 1-turn stun. If you fail this one, you stun for 2 turns. Basically, makes the unit just die. Almost immediately after this, the unit gets rushed down and focused by your enemies. So overcharge is really bad. Awaken Earth isn't, though. Phase Lock or Blink. Just a 120% chance of stunning someone. Now I like the extra units. We are a Materium Master. There's a guarantee we're never gonna use overcharge. I would say the only time it's useful is when a unit is already almost dead, and you don't really care. Let's go more damage. This has gone down the wrong. Well, I haven't gone down the wrong tree, but this pickaxe won't be able to stick around forever. He's meant to be a charge warrior, and we've kind of forced him to be something else. For 78 here, we'll definitely rush that. Do we have any gold provinces? Not yet. And that'd be a pretty good one. 22 additional gold. Ashton's Barricade for when Surtur shows up. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab the Arcane Institute. We need more mana, or more knowledge. You always need more knowledge. BC Army of Fangom. Alright, time to fall back. Where is Fangom? Unfortunate, but actually we have the means to attack this with both. It's only got 30 defenses. We start the siege. Our mages are all going to count as besiegers. Oh, raiding party's evil now, is it? Ha, that's funny. I mean, it's fair, but that's funny. Our bombardment. Now we're going to construct onagers, and we will undermine the walls or burn the battlements. You have stone walls, we would have to undermine them. Undermine the walls. We'll bring in the other battle mages, and they should count as having siege magic, so should take no time at 3 turns still, really. Unfortunate. There's no way we can add any additional projects, or is that... I don't want to remove it. I guess we'll just have to wait 3 turns, which is so unfortunate. It's honestly a really long time. Excellent, you've got the roads built. Let's go ahead and take these 2 armies then, or these 2 units. Are you a transmuter? Nah, we need the transmuter. Come on down. Okay, cool. Who else? A little scout who could. Get all these mountains to prospect now. That's the other thing they changed, that all Industrious factions, no matter what. So it used to be, per map, you could only prospect things once. So if there were 2 Industrious factions on the same map, they would always be racing to see who could get to it first. And they've changed it now so it's a per player basis. And I just saw from there, I kind of expected they were going to make it so it was nerfed a little bit so they would get less overall goods. But it appears that that is not the case, which is good, I would say. Good overall. We don't really need to rush too much more, if anything. If anything. Silent Barracks, or... let's go Builder's Quarters. Just kidding. Let's go Underground Vault here. Alright. Beautiful. Burn. And here I'm actually going to go ahead and jump up and take a very quick break, so if you all are out there, go ahead and refill your drinks, grab some snacks, and we will meet back in about 10 minutes for day 61. And we will be working our way towards... oh good, the Zinch Ogre's here. He visits you the same day I sell secrets. That excites me. What kind of secrets you have? So with you, you can trade. With this ogre, you can actually trade mana for things like exploring the world, so you get the full world map. You buy it once, you can see everything. Reveal any throne city depending on whoever you want it to be for 70. Reveal the location of a ruler. Contact a hidden ruler, which actually I think is a good one to use. Yes. Oh no. The Eldritch Sovereign from the Loreguard R&D's here. So I made a oh, she's already full Eldritch and evil. Excellent. So I basically made a culture for, or a faction rather, for every single culture for our channel here, the guild. So this is the leader for our R&D department. The Hooded Magistrix. She's evil. Don't worry about that. May wisdom guide your path in this realm. Send her a welcome gift. She accepts the token of goodwill. Are we going to be friendly with the Magistrix? She is evil. That's fine. I'm more worried about turning this entire realm into Materium, so hopefully y'all can deal with that. Gain 400 knowledge immediately, and then generate knowledge. Oh no, they generate it per turn. I think. Immediately grants 400 knowledge, and then you also generate it? And then there's a 600 knowledge one. Cool. All right then. So they'll be leaving in the Whispering. Where are you at? Ah, so directly beneath Boromir. Well, that is a really good spread of factions here. Everyone kind of in their own little section of the map. Except for we're all kind of piled on top of each other here with the rats, but that's fine. Alright, well, I'll be back in about 15 minutes. Go snag you some snacks, and we will reconvene. Alright, we return. Welcome back, everyone. I've got myself a new glass. Is this coffee? What did I snag? I can snag coffee this time? Yeah, I got some more coffee. We're good to go. Spells ready to cast. We got Astral Blood for a minor race transformation. I think so. Anytime we cast a spell, we'll get additional critical hit chance. It's not incredible, but it'll definitely be useful. Siege Masters. Siege Masters would be awesome. Let's go ahead and get Focus Studies. Buff up all of our research and mana nodes. The Rulers of Formidable Alliance. Sounds good. We've got an alliance at least with Serena. Wonder if she also wants an alliance? Sweet. I'm glad to see the bonds we have forged are stronger. There we go. Now we've at least got the evil Wood Elves on side. So if we go for a Materium win, she shouldn't break her alliance with us just because we got a full alliance. If you don't, or you don't have allied wins on, and you go for any of the victories, they will then immediately turn their back on you and try to take you out. Serena, what kind of materials? Actually, before we say, what kind of materials do you have there, Magistrix? You have none? Magical wards and Astral Blood and their Gloom Striders. It's gonna be weak to fire damage. Being Umbral Demons. Alright, fair enough. Industry's done. Excellent. Select new research. We've got our next tome in 2 cycles. We kind of want to get something that's a little bit easier. We lose stability for knowledge income. Oh yeah, Amplify Minds. It's going to take a little bit longer, but that's far better. Province was pillaged by our vassal, and they grant us the spoils. Thank you. I should speak to your wisdom. I would say she's ready to become an ally with us. Say, what are you happy that our vassals are running around destroying things? Fair enough. I don't have a problem with that at all. We could definitely use, though. And the problem is this Searing Dungeon is going to be an absolute menace to deal with. I don't know how many more baddies were in the area that we could actually work on either. I think these are mostly empty cages. We can go up to the Dragon's Lair to try to get a little bit more level ups and things that are around there. How's gold? Oh, you know what? We forgot to even give them our Wizards to cheese. Hold on, Wizard. Thankfully, they were building up an allegiance points all the same, but... Production or food? We'll take the production. And then you can go attack... Ooh, that's a tough call. I mean, if you go after the Dragon's Lair, you're just gonna get wiped out. Go after Otto, try to take some of his things. Take his goodies. You can come onto the surface and start excavating. 61 more gold, that's the way. You stay here in refuge. We'll need your help later on. Queen's Fjord's going down in 2 turns, and then these 2 need to move on down towards the rest of our army. That's a group of 6. That's a group of 6. We'll have you go join the other army, and then the Transmuter join here. Let's have this Anvil Guard, so we won't be able to bring all of them into battle. Anyway, we'll have this Anvil Guard go join at Goldhaven. Shard Lancer, you can move on down here. There's our very first Lithoran Shard Lancer. It's a Disco Ball of Doom. Legitimately. Deadly disco moves. It's a spear unit that is going to deal lightning damage and physical and have a chance of sticking enemies with explosives every time they hit them. They also have a cool pinning thrust where they will strike from 2 hexes away in a line, and then anyone who is hit has a chance of being immobilized completely, which is very cool. Eight turns before we have any more growth. If anything, we just grab... we are out in terms of Shard Lancers, but they cost mana. Well, I guess instead we'll just grab ourselves an additional Arbalist. Start filling in the back lines with the crossbows. we are far more keyed towards battle mages. Problem is we don't have that many of them just yet, so we'll have to maybe pick up one or two more. Alright, excellent. I mean, if anything, we could maybe rush the vault for 300. That's too much. I think not. Having this whenever we need it is just going to sit in there ready to go is incredible. The rats are running back to Smoggin. I mean, that may be our next goal ourselves. Oh, hang on now. Here they come. So... Ah, that kind of wastes our siege, doesn't it? Frustrating the way that works. I think they should... because of the roads, they're probably going to be able to get over here to fight us. But we can make it easily. Empire Development Skill available if we had the Imperium. That's all kinds of unfortunate. Although I'm also thinking if we decided to sit on the bridge, we can probably fight every single one of the rats. I just need to see one of their armies to exactly find out what they're enchanted with. And what kinship is that all they have? Ah, there's no way that's all they have. Let's see if we can find one of their units. You're just gonna sit there, are you? Fair enough. Well, if we stay here and attack Queen's Fjord next turn, it just puts us in a bad spot for the next turn. This army's not very concerning, though. Focused Evocation. Freezes in 36. That is strong. I think we can take it, though. Alright, let's go ahead and move through the rest of our turn here and see how things play on out. Alright. Get on up here towards the Glaring Peak. If we could just get them up to the surface, that'd be great, but we're not going to have enough time. We could summon in a few more units just to give them some reinforcements. So I think we will at least grab... Ah, it's too late. Man. Well, we'll see. Get ourselves into a bad spot. See if we can fight our way out. Two more production there. I don't really want them to battle that by themselves, so those going to stay here. Arcane Institute done. Lavasdale can annex another province, so it shall. Let's grab a research post up here. Even more knowledge. Goldhaven, let's give you a Caltrop stash, or let's go Stonemason. And Lavasdale, we'll grab the blacksmith. Snag the Beacon of Valor and get that building. Not a bad call. See if there's another quest we can pick up with Sialfall here. Really? Oh, I guess not. Alright, well, back to the surface, and we'll see if Otto is able to move in and attack here next turn. We don't have the forces to fight him. Well, we do. It's gonna be spicy. There he comes. Is he just staying back? Yeah, I mean, I would. What we'll do is we'll likely strike this army with the lightning, or even... Now, we probably strike Otto's army with the lightning, and then we'll attack them after. So, crush Queen's Fjord, then move on from there. Astral Blood is ready to go for the Cult of Arum. So now our veins shall flow with mana. Increasing critical hit chance every time the spells are cast. Oh, they're going to work together. Ah, well, that's kind of annoying. Because they're going to be inside the settlement with them. Well. I think we can handle it. A risky battle. Let's retreat real quick. Pull up our lighting torrent. Drop that here on auto. Auto the discarded. And then we'll go ahead and grab not another lighting torrent, but a copper golem. That way we have more units. And that looks to be all we can do this turn. Well, that's unfortunate, but we've set up as much as we can. Now let's go crush the city. It's a risky battle. They've lost, it looks like, all of their proper combat enchantments. We have undermined the walls. Let's see if these rats can hold the line against sheer tankiness. Good idea for us to see what they have, though. So besides animal kinship, nothing on their supports. That's all they have. Good. I'm gonna check auto resolve. We're gonna fight it ourselves either way, though. That's incredible. Let's see if we can do better than that. We have now built ourselves a monster army. Honor goes to give them an additional turn already. That's a complete waste of that ability. Unfortunate, but I will happily accept it. He's moving as the independents now. Yeah, sure, we'll send the Warbrain directly in. Let me gild it. You get anyone from here? Not quite. Okay. So let's go ahead and move forward with the Anvil Guard to block this choke point. Of course, you destroy that one up. Remembering which Arbalest is which army sometimes. We can hit him with the big transmute here, but it is a summon, so it's kind of a waste. How far can you move? Very. There we go, that'll work. Full arms alongside him. No one's coming in. Probably drop the bolt repeater next to. Ashton, you come on over and drop off the extra defenses. Then gonna step back. Not a good position for him, but it'll be alright. How far can you move, Snake? Getting the first shot on the enemy crossbow is just not gonna happen. Fall back. Fall back. Let's do the bolt repeater here. Oh, it's such a good unit. Now strike these four. And it tears down sections of the wall too. We magic missile anyone from here? Yeah, we can. Zap this hero. Enjoy your bolstering. Step back. Dude, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Transmuter, I was trying to turn you. Didn't drop in any of our units on this side at all, so we need to do is bring them back this way a bit. Yep, that'll work. We are outnumbered. But what we do have is strength of will. Actually, let's go for bolster defense here. Excellent. And then turn. What's wrong, fools? Can't hit what's right in front of you? Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Wait, what? You got dropped in one hit? Oh, did they get us back with a sniper? Who did that? I'm sorry, what? The ultimate turnaround? Well, now we lose. How did he die? Was it all the ballistas fired at the same unit? Huh. Well. Like I said, now I think we just lose. Let's go for the big bomb here. Destroy their tower at least. Yeah, retaliation's not a big deal. Oh, he got blinded. Honestly, though, I think we need to dial this back. I'm curious to see what happened there. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and surrender, and I'm gonna fight it again. So I want to know. I don't know what. I do not know what killed our leader there. Why are you doing this? I just wanted to fight this one again. Is this what it makes you do? This isn't okay, game. Can I just want to refight this battle. You're gonna make me go through with this. I just want to refight the battle. Nah, see, I think there's a way we can just go ahead and load the first term of combat. Maybe not. That's okay. We lose the fight, and I get to fight it again. Even if we have the same exact thing happen, I want to know why we lost our dude immediately. I told you guys to surrender, but I guess we're fighting. Yeah. It's a little bit disrespectful, I don't lie. Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna retry that one. Defeat. Yeah, I'd like to know what killed my general. So is it because these things are doing so much damage? What was that? 30 damage. 30 damage. Yeah, that's definitely what it was. Are ballistas supposed to deal that much damage? I know they deal a good deal, but 30 seems way over the top. Okay, well, we just gotta play this a little bit different then. I mean, fairly the same, but 30 damage on one hit is goofy strong. That still shouldn't be enough to kill you. Yeah, you got 80 health. Unless all of them are doing it. And the Afflictor can hit you with the miasma shot from pretty much anywhere. I don't know, it could have been a combination of miasma and... This is just a normal... I'm genuinely confused. Alright, well, we will try to recover here and just get working. Give you guys a little... No. Lovely. Misclicks. Full days. You come on over there, Arbalist, and we'll just set up on this general area. Make it back into our back line. Come on, wizard. We've set this up properly previously. Go hide in the bushes then. There we go. All right. Arbalist over. I'm not giving them any chance this time to hit you with anything long range. Also because I got a flank. Blast away. Here on those towers a bit. Arbalists all on this side are fine. Let's go ahead and bring you over as well. Well, we can just go ahead and summon in the spider ahead this time and let it get shot by all the ballistas. Fairly insane, it went down like that. Alright, so the other transmuter, you come on around this way. We'll lure the enemies in. We'll take them out. That's the idea. Alright, let's dial it back because I do want to see what Otto's doing. Yeah, that goes for the shot here. They hit the miasma shot. I guess that's what it was, with a combination of miasma and... We think it's a good move. Really long range on the Afflictor. With a 100% chance to hit, too. Oh, you know what they also did? They probably used the Ballstring Chant on their... Yeah, the Ballista to make it do more damage. Okay, they actually managed to get a taunt. Why do they move? They didn't even need them. They didn't need to move at all. Alright, well the Ballista Towers are frustrating me. We'll see if we lose everything here. Oh, that'd be unfortunate. Catapult Tower in to tear up the walls and the Ballista here. Got a big raise, unfortunately. Yeah, that's a good opportunity here. Takes out a few. Nice, Spider, you... Is this a... Not a good use of your abilities. Really low on damage. For just a little Grimbeat Crow, it's pretty tanky. Man, 31 damage, this thing didn't even feel it. Generation, strength, and bolstered. Huh, fair enough. Get him out of here. Move into the front. Let's go ahead and move back around with you. Can we give the heals? Can't be affected because it didn't get any of its bolsters. No bolsters. Need extra range as long as you're overdrawing it. We could also just come over this side and try to take out one of these units. We will overdraw on the snake. We missed and we hit the unit behind him. How incredible is that? Pole arms in the line, and you just gotta fall back behind them. Put up the defenses on everyone. Heal. Yeah, the horde that is rushing our way, I'm not sure what we're going to be able to... We're really going to be able to do against them. If we drop down a big transmute here, it's not great unless it actually does go for the guild. Spiders, you come forward, pin them in. I try to hit them twice. Now we gilded them, so they're not going to be doing anything next turn. We might as well hit them with the melee. Take a few more of those dwarves with us. Let's go ahead and re-up your ability. And you go for the big transmute. Ah, you can't hit multiple. Still, we'll go for it. Didn't gild the unit. You can just start running up and chopping through people, but I don't know how effective that's going to be. Let's go move to here. And we're still going to. Warbreed can't make it. Try to kill that unit a little bit. Spears can't make it. We'll have two of them that move forward. Yeah, that's not going very well for them. And lastly, Gerald. Or I think we'll just move to here. And then get 2 hits. Strengthen up for the next turn. And, man, hopefully we can make something happen. None of that's super effective here. And the leader's way back in the back. I'll hit here with the melting. Huge defense drops. And see what they got. Distracted is not fun. Unleash the beast. Actually got a hit there. They miss. The focus fire there is actually starting to hurt them. Taunts them, sends in the crocs. Get stabbed a bunch by the Hellraiders. And they go after our catapults. That freezing evocation is insane. And the fact that the taunt got on our units is oh man. Yeah, those are some incredible taunts. Well done. Cheeky rat. Oh, of course we miss. Kill him with the spider. That way at least get a gilded unit. Hit him again with the repeating repeater. Repeater? Exactly. They're keeping the units back. Either kill one or the other. Let's go like this. You need to move on up. Have you already... Oh, I guess we already used our heal last turn, didn't we? Yep, unfortunate. Full strength chant is boring, but it's what we gotta do. Gain fortune. Wait, cut them down. Morale's what we need to try to drop now. Shield bash here. They have to move away, but I don't necessarily think they would be opposed to that. Very low chance to hit. But if we do land it, that's a support down. Support up here. Try to keep you back just a little bit. I don't thrust at all. Give them the decisive command to use a bit more of their magic. See, the Gator's already thinking about fleeing. Try to speed that along. Molten bolts, both were crits. Don't really want to be weakened at all. Same time, I don't really want to get into a bad position with hard transmitters, but here we are. But they're now thinking about fleeing too. The morale bombs are working here. Mage lock shot, and then we can try to get a crossbow into a decent position. I guess for next turn. Take one hit at the... There's no chance. Oh, we hit our guys. That's even better. Alright, distracted on our transmuter. And tried to maul the catapults. Respect. Please be unfrozen. Yeah, fair enough. Zap on the distracted. Are you freezing per hit? No way. Yeah, you have a chance to apply frozen per hit. Wow. Yeah, I'm thinking everyone's going to be the Frost Mage. I should beat the smack out of him. He deserves it. Overdraw is hitting no one. I mean, if we manage to land it, that's incredible. I just don't think it's going to happen. We'll go stab him instead. Under that defense and finish him off here. You get slip away, do you? Cheeky. but not an NLBL. That should break morale for everyone else here, too. Now we need to focus on trying to keep health high enough that our next fight doesn't go horribly for us. You're frozen. Well, unfortunate. True shot. Heavy mage lock shot, I think, does more damage. 40 or... It does exactly the same. Hit him with the transmute. Sunder that defense, and then we can go for a big true shot, and it's doing 40 damage no matter what. Well, that's fine. Let's kill these bears then. Bang. Your... Yes, that's alright. No bolstered resistance for you. Twice, then blast him with some bolts. Crit. We got him with a volatile charge and electrify, but nothing else. I'm just going to grant defense, move to here, go for the heal. I mean, I'm tempted to go for the execute. We could also save for something back here. So let's try to gild this warbreed. Ah, 3 crits, but no gild. Yeah, I think that's the call. Let's kill this bear. Use the alt fire. Takes out the polar bear, weakens them a bit. That's even less morale for these poor fools. Drop another big bomb here. And then before we end the turn, what can we do? We gotta try to keep you alive. Although I think Warbreed kills you no matter what. 27 damage. I can't heal it up enough. Nope, we have to lose our Steel Shaper, sadly. Let's go for then the... Yeah, just the Fulmination. Way cheaper on these guys. Should be a Fulmination first? Yes. I'll remember this eventually, possibly. Now they kill a Steel Shaper. Oh, did they get the guild on it? Or there's a new one where they just say has frozen statues. Looks like they gilded. Those are rats. I think that's their unit. Big angry rat does pretty pitiful damage. I won't lie, lads. I thought we were gonna get dunked on this battle. There's still an opportunity to get dunked on, but yeah, just get a 75% chance to kill, or you can graze. Now we'll go for the execute. 74% chance of death. Big bomb transmute. Here. Kills a secondary leader. That should bust their leadership even further. You rush on in. Get the extra accurate shots on these slithers. Let's see. Get the transmuter. Up to the battlements, where there's a very low chance to hit, but maybe. Nah, you miss. See, that one I'm not gonna be irritated about it even a little bit. There was no chance we're gonna hit them there. Let's fire between these through. Crit kills you, and then we can claim victory at once as the rest of the units run for the hills. We lost a Steel Shaper and a Polearm, but we didn't lose a Transmuter, so I would consider that a very good victory. We take the reward. Queen Fjord falls to us, and now we need to march on the rest of these rats. Wipe them out. Spellbreaker's Skull. Thankfully, this one is just a shield banger, and they don't have a taunt. We've got a animal summoner here. And then a bunch more. They've got a bunch of healers. Your ruler has leveled up. Grim Executioner, Berserker's Rage, or Cleaving Sweep. Berserker's Steadfast sounds terrible, I can't lie. Let's make you a Master of Materium. Gives us another summon. Awaken Earth. I will take the summon, and I will take... Let's charge. I guess the Grim Executioner. Whenever you kill someone, you get more fortune. There you are, Gerald. We've got a White Wolf mount. Pack Hunter, very fast, cavalry. Yeah, that sounds better than what we have here, especially with Pack Hunter. We should be surrounding people quite often. So yeah, we'll get you a wolf. Oh, it's an armored wolf. I don't think they were always that armored. He's got the armor on his little wolfy cheeks. Gotta keep him safe. Hero's also leveled up. Please be Apollo. Thank goodness. So Big Game Hunter or Swarm Hunter. Thinking Big Game Hunter is the call. Or actually, as I say that. So Thorn Shot, we've got... Oh yeah, that's the one where you get all of your cooldowns back as soon as you kill something. So good. Ring of Protection or the Ring of Not Getting Hit. I'm thinking the Ring of Not Getting Hit's the best one. Otto has withdrawn to the void. A city awaits its fate. You shall be vassalized. We'll go ahead and march on the secondary army of Otto here. Yeah, it's a lot of bastions. So 2 bastions, and then a couple of anvil guards, which have that also pretty nasty taunt. Let's see if we can hold the line. We'll fight it ourselves. There's no reason to trust that to Otto. Alright, bring it. So they're going to all clump up, which makes our repeating crossbow pretty good on the first attack here. Okay, so we'll stand in the shrubs. We will both be going for the big blob. Big blob builds. So you come on this way there, Apollo. We gotta get you moving swiftly through the woods. Drop the bolt repeater in front of you. I'm not having the same thing happen where it gets wiped out. I mean, no matter what, they're gonna heal it with all those support units, but we're still gonna go for the damage. We've got it set up so I can't hit everyone, no matter which side I go for. Remove that grace. It is bolstering up their resistances for when they do come into contact with us, though. Not a lot of fun, I can't lie. We can do the same. Alright, in guard mode, can't do anything about it now. Let's get moving. Give yourself the second win. We can wait for that one. Sneaky, sneaky. That's all our units. Leyline focus, animal kinship. I am going to win the long game here. Is the leyline focus the what's giving them the shining light? Oh wow, this unit has 30% additional damage? Alright. They're going for siege magic like I am. So they're just going to keep bolstering and slowly walking towards us. Okay, we'll do the same. right behind. Bring some steel here. His Skavens. Pretty much. Pretty much. This is the Abducting Cyclone. Deals the damage to adjacent enemies. Just gotta fall back. We'll have a good opportunity for a first strike, but the time is not now. We will send the spider up into these trees to kind of be our first contact with the enemy. Big, bomby, bit of crossbow nonsense. Okay, cool. And then we either melt armor for 20 damage and Thunder defense, or we can go for fulmination for damage and electrified. Which, since it costs so little, if we can keep baiting out all of their heals, let's zap the weaker squad over here. And we're really just waiting, which... isn't my favorite. But none of their guys can get into good positions, so let's just keep drawing them in. We get a bolt repeater shot on them to bloody them a little bit further. Ley line focus only works as long as they haven't moved. Strengthen the beasts, sentient the worms. Let's raise bolster defense, bolster defense. Out of the sewers they come. That's a summon. So they're going to be gone next turn. Still something that could cause some issues for us. Can they fire this turn? Sweet. And now so they do split their guys up quite a bit. Let's go ahead and hit this cluster. He will retaliate, which I'm not the biggest fan of. Transmuter, get him a big transmutation here. Smack. Electrified. This isn't the one that's high enough here to get him be gilded, is it? No. That's our brand new transmuter. Here's our gilding one. I'll just keep focusing this big group. Smack. Do we get a guild? No. You guys are so lucky. I think we'll use the bolstering chain here this next turn to make someone a little bit more tanky. So let's re-up on your abilities. You can kill the spider. How far can the Wind Ranger move? Maybe it may be a good use of our abilities here. Unless we miss. Miss, graze, and do nothing. Man. Okay, well, that's a thing. Also summon a Wind Ranger here. Oh, it has to be on something that you can destroy. How interesting is that? Sure. What was it? Stone Spirit. Quake. No one's leaving. No one's leaving. Kill this hero. Hopefully we didn't lose enough models. There it. Down with a bloody big head. I think this true shot is no longer 100% chance to hit like it used to be. Oh, we're not gonna hit the Wind Ranger at all. Let's go ahead and just bop the Bastion then. Oh, you miss. That's pretty weak. Oh well. Good job, Wizard. Alright, so let's first start by overdrawing the crossbow into you. High chance to miss, but... oh, good grief. If we hit them, then we're having a good time. Are we going to hit them? Absolutely not. 50%. I'm still gonna go for it. That's a grace. They don't actually lose any of their defenses. So what we'll do instead, you move to this area, drop down your zone of protection. No one can make it through the bastion, so we'll just keep the bastion here too. Drop that protection zone, and you can kind of come on up and around. Try to damage something else here. Now, you know what, though, let's get more tankiness. More tankiness. You can come on around and do the same. A bit of a puzzle here. Being dumb doesn't help the puzzle go any better. Thankfully, we do counter other Industrious builds at the moment. Takes out our summon. Oh, no, they don't. Because they're trash. Swings into our ballista there, which makes sense. That thing is a menace. Alright. I'm going to swing my transmitter up around to strike in behind there with the Molten Bolts. No gilding, but a nice crit. Maybe Mage Lock Strike. Here. 57 damage. I realize that we need to quickly go for the bolstering chance so I can get so we can actually get the fortune before we waste any more of our guys' turns. Fortune for everyone. Okay, so transmitter before I move. Oh, jeez. Well, bad chance to hit everyone here. Move over to here and blast them. Raise and a kill. Alright, then we will re-up your abilities. Yeah, still the smallest chance to hit. Let's try to hit the Wind Rager even here. Got him with a volatile charge. That works for me. Make you tankier. Can't shoot because someone's in its area of sight. No, we can't for one turn. Move around behind, get a nasty strike there. Elsewise, we're just gonna get surrounded. Just get in their way. Just get in their way. Still spear for the punch. Heal them. I don't think we need to, though. Overdraw your crossbow. Your next target. Is me with the audio very quiet? Oh, yeah, I guess it is. Let's turn it down. I can turn it up a little bit. Thanks, Tristan. If it starts to overpower me, I'll dial it back. How's that? Because we'll hear when we start using their abilities. Let's find out. That sounds pretty good. Alright, let's move up. Drop off the shields. Because they get a little bit louder than me in some cases. Just the music for some reason is real quiet right now. Something like that should hopefully sound a little bit better. Yeah. Let's go with the guys that aren't going to retaliate multiple times. Seems to be the best call. Shield dash here. I mean, I don't think we have any heals we can really necessarily need. Just gotta stay here and go for another shot into this bastion. Keep weakening them. Move in and go for the taunt. We can try to go for the taunt. Ah, you resisted it, but we can just keep him into the shield wall. The most expendable unit here is our old Anvil Guard. Just the flank on. I've almost never seen that animation. That was pretty cool. Really? The volume is that low? Huh. So for the streams, I might have to do some boosting. Thanks for letting me know. I've asked in the past, and people, and it just may be different depending on even the stream, but I don't know. Audio woes are just part of the thing. Gotta figure things out. We'll drop a big transmutation here. See, I can't necessarily raise the mic and the game at the moment. I kind of have to, we'll have to change the mic up after stream. I have to change some audio settings. I appreciate you for letting me know, though. So this should be a bit more of a quiet stream. Really low chance to hit everyone here. Try to kill this unit. Take a craze. Second way to go. Get 2 hits here, even if it's not a flank. This thing doesn't get to shoot because there's someone in its area of operation. Can we hit? Nah, we can't. Especially if we miss the Wind Raider there. Which makes everyone else harder to hit too. Let's come over here and hit the guy that's not so hard to hit. There we are. It still can't fire. Well, that's just the way. That's a garbage heal. There's the fortune that we definitely remembered. Move it to kill these pole arms. Yeah, if we go for the Quake mobilizing phase, we don't really need. We go for just the Quake itself. Mobilize them. Oh, they're still in their area of sight. Well, that's unfortunate. Light damage is probably their only way they can really do much to us, unless they're actually utilizing the leyline focus. But because of how the AI handles their supports, where they just don't leave them still, even if that's the best call, I guess there's just nothing to it for that one. The volatile charge detonated there. Just blast them with the ballista, and honestly, the rest of them should run for the hills. We can summon multiple? Now that's awesome. Unfortunately, let's go for the 65%. I had a chance to hit. We were throwing way too many long bombs there. Claim victory, now we get to steal that gilded unit right away. Oh, maybe not. That's cheeky. Either way, we got ourselves an icy shield, and Otto has lost pretty much his entire military. Unfortunate for you, isn't it? Let's go ahead and stand on Queen's Fjorn and let it await its fate. Icy shield. Oh yes, we will take the inner gray shield for sure. At the start of its turn, this unit gains grace. So now Gerald is the healing Gilded Emperor. You can stay in our prison cell for now. Sometimes there's an event that'll pop up where they'll offer you either knowledge or some kind of resource in exchange for freedom. Knowledge extraction is a Very good ability. We're only 100 Imperium. We'll go ahead and pick it up now since we are at war with other factions. Reinforcements building up down here in Goldhaven. Shard Lancer, we definitely need your help down here with these animals. Frostbite Mountains finds gold. Excellent. See, we knew there were gold in the hills. You always knew it. Forward, let's go ahead and fight these animals here. Easy. Should be. Physical damage against us should be a complete no-go. Yeah, all these cages are going to be empty going forward, like they have told us previously. Going into the Molten Scar once more. Stuff to do. Cage. Is there anything else to fight over here? Good. Just keep them away so that we don't get jumped by anything else. Fine, protect you. Come on forward a bit. You lads stay here. Shard Lancers come on down together. We need more tier 3 battle mages. I don't know how many we'll have access to, though, here as Materium. So, we'll see. If it's all our transmitter, it's going to be a little bit expensive to keep up going. For the production here, we definitely need the bathhouse to fix up those stability woes. Yeah, so we'll grab another transmitter. Yet another Mage of Gold. Lithorin Core, or let's go Steel Shaper for some support on the Goldhaven squad. Hold the line. That's all I ask of you. Hold the line. Oh, the Magistrate's got taken out? Who knocked her out? Oh, it was one of the random wonders. Oh, rip. Tried your hardest. Wasn't good enough. Okay, so we'll get you moving on in towards the next prospection zone. Robe of Resistance. Can do. Silver Wall looks like he's got some units defending there. Starting a war with both me and Serena was a huge mistake. Fine Minds is done now, so we get to grant one of our cities some knowledge income at a cost of stability and probably some mana to keep it up. Adaptive armor is kind of meh. Let's go for Dungeon Hazard. Answer a call to war. She's at war with the Magistrates. Together we shall crush the pathetic Law Guard R&D. Well, that's unfortunate. This is my guild, and you're at war. Man, how many turns we have to decide? I'll decide later. I'll decide later. Serena out here being a warmonger. Now be integrated. Good. Well done, Gold Wall. Goldhaven can annex into the province. We'll grab a mine here or a quarry here. The strangest of our cities so far. By far. I guess we can take it up to the surface and start grabbing stuff here. Like this one province and maybe the one next to Smoggin. What I don't want is for him to sneak around and stop us from vassalizing this settlement. But I also don't really want to stay here. Yeah, he's got another city over here. Would they reinforce one another from these bridges? Oh, they would? That works perfectly then. And yeah, we could send the Arbalest squad in to go be reinforcements. You go post up on Goldhaven just in case they've got armies beyond. Alright, Lancers. I'll do something like this then. You two can go fight this thing. Easily wipe them out. I mean, the fact that they respawn means you can just kind of farm these guys for experience, which is, I'd say, really, really good. You don't get all the resources that you normally do for taking out an infestation, but that's still plenty of experience. Ah, we gotta fight that one. We'll do fine. Alright, Battle of the Magma Spirits versus the Anvil Guard. Of course, we always have to worry about the butchers and their random RNG kills. Never a fun time. Can you phase next turn? We need to leave space to fight them if they try. Or at least no space to phase. Fall in the Stout. Just leave you guys back here for if they do try to phase through, we can just blast them with the Arbalest then. Bolster defense. Bolster defense, then you come on around yourself. Let's go for a heal on this. We'll save our other heal. Alright, Bastions, everyone drop off your big defensive boon. Can you magic missile? Oh, you can. Magic missile. Everyone else in position, and we'll pass the turn. Very limited movement there on their side. So let's make sure we are casting spells. Looks like Fulmination's probably the call. Everyone gets Fortune. And now has to still have to be able to blow up an obstacle. Okay, so that ability is not as good as I thought it was. I'll just awaken our third. Is it gonna hurt friendlies? No, not. Let's go to here, then drop the big immobilized quake on you two. We got one of them. There, we can then move in the Bastion here. Transmute. Or if you'd have waited until we sent the Bastion in. Or waited to send the Bastion in until after we transmuted. Can't quite hit the crossbow here. Fallen gets one shot at that would be so sad. Bolster defense. Big strength from steel. 6 times strengthened. Which I don't even think you can benefit from. Big shield bash. Big shield bash. We'll just be slow and steady with these two. Oh, he's immobilized. Well, that's perfect. Damn it, there. You can go ahead and ooh, a little bit more. Run in front and drop the shield. And they definitely hung back. They made it so that our units we hung back with aren't going to be as effective here. Still get another volatile charge there, though. Long range. AoE firebomb. That's not a big deal. Alright, still a stone. We'll hit them thrice. Try to gild. Yeah, you got some gilded dogs. Kind of surprising low chance there. Overdraw that crossbow, take them down. Stone Spirit, we'll have you move up and start clobbering your spicy brethren there. Step over and take out the ogre for me, because we have to summon it as spider. Oh, my favorite, look. You, which I got, do not you. Pull back. Take out this lesser fire spirit, and you can go after the bigger one. Force them to make a decision on their directioning there. Oh no. Yes, we kill it with 2 hits. Some gilded dogs. Tier 3 means they will be 60 gold. Raise, we'll come up alongside, hit him with a big 30 bomb. Insert yourself into the shield wall. I'm real surprised this elemental decided to keep fighting. Well, it did until it got its back snapped. Mace to the spine is a pretty fast way to stop your battle. And we'll bring the Shard Lancers in for the final. Oh, no, you can't reach. Okay, we'll have you move up and fight these pups then. With the Shard Lancers in tow. Yeah, easy win. Splitting guys up too much for that last one, so we'll get everyone together next turn for the fight with these other units. Up to level 7. We have 1 skill point. I guess we'll go ahead and grab the foraging training that will heal faster. Always good to have. Cages, and then we'll go ahead and have our transmuters. It's wanting us to give them orders. Now they're fine where they're at. We're making sure we don't lose the city. Forge Tower at Goldhaven. Gold Peak, go ahead and rush. 5 gold, that is an easy rush. We just produce some gold next turn. Lavasdale. Grab another Bastion. And then summon that Copper Golem up in the Surface Realm. Here at Queenskill. And let's go ahead and snag another one, or no, we... Oh, we already had Astral Blood going. Oh, the discarded is already back. The Dragon's Lair is full of awful, and the Eternal Sages contact you from within their crystalline library. They want us to have 2 more allegiance points to reach our Eternal Pact. We could honestly just go for a normal quest. Offer your Thunderbird mount. No, that's mine. Give me a challenging quest. We have an interest in studying and preserving the different specimens growing on each world, they lay out to you. Among the creatures we still aim to collect is the Fire Dragon. We have learned of a Fire Dragon in the Ashlands southeast of Gilded Lavasdale. I will return. Oh, good. You will see the true might of the primal flame Surtur and his sons of Muspel. They're wee sons of Muspel. They have goat hooves too? Oh, good. Gerald is planning to cast all rulers into the Astral Void. That it was the fabricated grievance I was looking for. Alright, see you later. Good luck. Oh, has returned to refuge, and we've got the call to war that we need to answer. We'll go ahead and accept. I guess we're at war with everyone. We need to bring Boromir in. If it is a war you want, then it's a war you get. Call the banners. Well, I didn't want to. I'm not. Well, I guess 150 is not that big a deal. Get a defensive pack going, so I don't have a secondary enemy. We'll share vision with Boromir, and then take some more of his magic materials. I don't have any good ones. He doesn't have any good ones. So her armies are all over here. The Wandering Archive, or the Whispering Archives, Darkspire, and... Itch what now? Itch Vetch. That sounds like a slur. I'm out of here. Dungeon Hazard's done. We got ourselves a new chapter. Oh, and it's time. It is time to become gold touched.
Gold, the king and queen of minerals, coveted by all mortals who greedily and deeply delve into the ground. Truly gain mastery over this most gilded aspect of Earth, and you will find that all that glitters actually is gold. Thus, you shall become one with the riches of the earth.
And now it's time to fully give into the gold sickness, turning ourselves into gold. The gold golem's something we want too. The luxury market is crazy. Now it's 25% cheaper, can be used twice. That's pretty crazy. Grab a gold touch though. That way we get more gold per population point. Call to war was accepted. Yeah, see, I'm not very... I mean, your wars are interesting, but I'm also more interested in just creating the Age of Imperium, so... Or Age of Materium. I'm pondering my many allies and enemies. I'm glad that you seem to be one of the former. Let's try again in 5 turns. You can teleport your troops through to help us out. Can we call him to war against the others? I guess not. Alright, see you later, Boromir. We'll guard you, or I guess we'll send the 2 Arbalists will join here. 6 units allowed. Oh, they've got 5 already. Oh, there's a desperate need for frontline. You switch. You join. And then we need to march on... I mean, marching on Smoggin would be a good idea. Getting rid of them, and then we can basically transfer into dealing with this fated region that I wanted to earlier on. All right, Gerald, let's keep marching. Is this his territory? Is that why we're not healing? Is that why we're not healing? Ah, I thought it might. How far can you all move? Right to the edge. Works for me. You two just go stand on Queen's Throne real quick so we don't have any issues there. We'll just kind of move in on Smoggin from outside of their territory. I can build an outpost here. Cheeky. Allow us to heal. I don't care about losing the outpost, but it would allow us to heal. Guard Lancer here. We'll have the Entwined Protector join them, and then the 3 of these armies can easily clap. It's more unfortunate, Inferno Hounds. Yeah, I mean, these... Oh, this is our new army. Oh, wow, there's 2 sets, huh? Man, when they said a difficult quest, they weren't playing. Well, that'll be fun. You guys move on down together. No animals in those cages. I would really love to see some animals in those cages, but that's just not going to be the way. We got done. We could use Dungeon Hazard on them. That's an idea for next turn. Dungeon Hazard and Lightning. We can't use both, but... Also just grab some Storm Spirits for some charging units. They're pretty weak. Oh, they've got no health. Yeah, we'll go for Copper Golem. Oh, we can't summon them in here. I don't know how I didn't already know that. Okay, well maybe it's more worth to be up here with Gerald. Since we're at war. You stay here in guard mode. Looks like I've got another army moving in. I don't like that so much. I don't remember Fangolm saying they were coming to attack us, but they still might be. Prospect these bounties for me. Assassin's Dagger. That's the worst version of the Assassin Strike. It does deal extra damage to heroes, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Interesting. So someone else is contesting the hero grounds with me, or this is where she already was? I guess she aggressively pushed towards the hero grounds. So stability, research post grant Imperium. That's awesome. The city with 3 provinces, the governor gains renown every turn. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Good landmark, that is. Oh, hello. What is this? The Sons of Muspel? Ah, crud. Fair enough. Guess we'll see as they get closer. Yeah, that's Surtur. Oh no. He's moving in with some berserkers. Reveler's Heart, Searing Blade, Spawnkin. Thankfully, not a ton of enchantments going on their side, and he's not filled with maxed out units. Not that we've seen so far. Astral 2 acquired at Tranquility Pool. Yeah, I think we always had those, thanks. City was released as a vassal. Ah. Welcome, Quinfjorn. The Skaven have swapped sides. I don't like that Surtur has already closed the gap here. You two head back underground. We might need the extra defenses here. Outpost founded. Excellent. It is legitimately just here to be obnoxious to the people of Smoggin and give us heals. Heal here for a turn, and then we'll go attack Smoggin. They might be able to send armies up from the south, but I don't think that's going to be something we need to worry about. We need to focus on one of our enemies and get rid of them. And I think we need everyone in the south here, instead of doing what they're currently up to. Well, we do need to stamp out this quest. It's gonna be a tough fight. Alright, move in. Okay, we'll go ahead and prime them a little bit. And we don't have much mana. It's really just this army that's the problem. And it really just comes from the Calamity Dragon's Ghost Firestorm. So every single turn we're going to hit by 20 damage on 3 of our units. And that happens for 3 turns straight. Yeah, well... I think we're going to go for it. Low risk. And honestly, I'm gonna probably let the auto-resolve handle it. Ouch. Let's see if we can do better. That many mythics is definitely a concern. Are there any things we can summon this on here? Oh wow, Awaken Earth is like, oh, you could, but also you can't. Okay, so how about this? Let's try to get into a fight with these as quick as we can, or is that gonna get caught there? Get caught there. We can move to here and still fill in all the gaps. So fire the crossbow in. Not bad, not bad. Bash can come up on this side, that way they're not getting flanked by anyone. Shardlands are behind. Yeah, all I can hit is our front line. What we want. You come on round. Let's go for... what is a skirmisher, isn't it? Yeah, we'll see. We will see. Bolster some defense here. You bolster the same. Those cheeky heals. Okay, And for this side that is facing down dragons, we aren't going to be able to outrun them, but I can try to move our units around. That way we're not fighting them right off the bat, if we can help it. If we can help it. So, Marvelous come around, and then Golem is so slow. So slow. Alright, bolster defense on the hero here. And let these dragons keep coming on in. So next turn we're going to get hit with the Ghost Firestorm. Likely. We're going for the old, we're fighting Vlad. Vlad von Karsten. Fight everyone else that is in his army except for Vlad. Still no Ghost Firestorm. Good to see that the AI doesn't know how to use that. I can't lie. Over there on the crossbow here, and let's not forget to use our spells. We can get an electrocution on some of these. I'm here for it. I think one can engage them at once. That's clever. I'm thinking we don't want it to be the entwined. You come on forward. I think we can hit you with... Oh no, just the positioning. Dude, clever. Clever AI. We can at least move up and do some damage to the thing. I'm glad to see. Offensive formation. No. None of the debuffs. Worth. There's the volatile charge, at the very least. At the very least. I mean, at this point, it goes for any kind of return shot, it's just dead. Oh, we just kill it in general. That works for me. Shielded. Shield wall going over here. We can even go for big bolster defense. Block this choke point. Summon in the beastie. Really great to know where you could actually summon these. So it's like in the middle of any kind of rock formation. Okay, that makes sense. But not these rock formations. We do there, it lets them in. It still might work out for us pretty well. Awaken! Oh, it was the obstacle. Pretty sure it told us that. Shield wall. Just make sure they're safe there, Bronze Golem. Alright. Defense mode. There's the Ghost Firestorm. Righteous Judge attack. No, only 9, really. I was expecting a lot more. Moth a single hit. And it misses. You miss too. Love it. Your blight damage seems to always land. Got a little bit of poison going, that's not that big a deal. Not that big a deal at all. We'll just probably keep casting either Steel Fury Chant now, or... Yeah, let's go Steel Fury Chant. Everyone gets Fortune. They're trying to get them good hits with... Yeah, trying to set up their own charge attacker. Fair enough. We'll send in the spider. You just go get in the way for now. Is it no longer a graceful dragon? Don't really want to get any retaliation, so we'll hit them. You can move up and go for the immobilization. No one's leaving. That retaliation's pretty mean, but you are a Dragon Slayer, so get to it. If not you, then who? Laser lance. Sap scimitars start chopping through those worms. Finish there, but not with the defensive strike. That works for me. This lancer can move up and hit. No, it's a directly forward line. So they could have struck through here, and then this one could hit this guy. It's good to know for the future. What a strange unit. Get him. Yourself to the shield wall, molten bolts. Wow, that transportation is huge. It's huge. None of these guys really need strength from defense right this second. Almost killed a healer. And he's got a bomb strapped to him now. Tag you with the Blade Beast. This side, do the same over here. On the Shellman Crabs. They're down. Hopefully they go all in on taking out the spiders. There goes the Ghost Fire. Mark of, or Mask of Calamity. It's there, thankfully it's fumbling. There are still 2 dragons. 2 stacks of decaying, so I think that's 50% less healing instead of just the complete FU to healing where you don't get any anymore. Can't see what's going on. The Judge versus the Stone Spirit. I actually have blight. I have blight weakness of the Lutheran Lancer. Unfortunate. Well. One in, try to start taking out this Judge. We will actually probably send. You don't have your stab anymore. Sort of bring them in. That way the skirmisher comes in this direction. Can't catch them, so we'll just want to stand up front with the shield and try to catch their damage. Poison, not decaying. Yeah. Poison, not a big deal. Decaying is a huge deal. Electrified and has a volatile charge strapped to it now. Move this way and blast the Judge. Oh, we gilded the Judge? Yeah, we did. A golden Judge. And the fact that all we got on this side is dragons to deal with is really not exciting at all. I've trapped in a few of my units here. Defense, you have decaying, don't you? So healing's gonna be half effective. Oh, we got 3 stacks of decaying, so 75% less effective. Right? I mean, there's honestly no telling. Yeah, go ahead and take up the retaliation. Need the damage. I also need to go for a bolster. Or something that way we have some actual... I wasted all of our attacks without the critical hits. So we probably just want to wait till next turn to use that. Or, let's see. Fulminate in. Maybe I just want to heal. Not anyone that has decaying, though. bastion, just in case. There's too many charge units on that side. I don't think we can really move up effectively. Overdraw here. 40 damage. Another overdraw? That's a killed fire dragon. Fire dragon down, and then you... That looks like you should be able to move through here. Heal up this hero just in case. Not have any of those shenanigans. Not today. Yes, that's fine. Already strapped up with some bombs. They're gonna have a bad time. Also need to make sure that none of our units can just get one-shotted by a random ghost fire spike. Yeah, I'm gonna like to stay away from the worm. For now. Just magic missile the bone dragon here. Heal, yeah we can. Zap heal. Ghost fire goes for the spike. It just gets a graze. It's gonna get taken out by the... Oh, guys. The tail swipe. Here's in a bad spot. Let's see if we can get him out of here. Drop fulmination. The fact that they are... I mean, they're slowed is nice. It's not going to take much for them, though, to then just focus fire one unit. You can catch, so go ahead and do so. Hunt them down, they're about to detonate anyway. Lord Lancer can't hit anyone, sadly enough. You can, though. Please tie up the dragon. Extra defense. Shield slam. Here for the crit. Go ahead and give yourself the second wind, and then, I mean, it kills the one worm. Which might be enough morale drop to get the other ones running before anything actually goes on. Shield bash here. Adds them to the shield wall. Lance forward once. I can't hit him with a ghost spike. Can't hit them with a crossbow. Wouldn't do damage. Steel Ship, you come on back here and finish off these slithers. Well, those are a lot of our units are in unfortunate spots. Better positioning over here, and it also might draw the dragon in. Not quite a takedown. That is with the Steel Shaper here. Steel Shaper Blast, and then you can go for a Transmute. Running forward, try to gild. How crazy that would have been. Oh, it links the damage. Oh, really? In a way that I wasn't expecting. Sure. Ghost Fire nonsense goes for another Ghost Firestorm. Oh no. Oh, you rat. Yeah, spite mode fully activated now. Can we cleanse this mask? I don't think we have any cleanses. No. Sure that hero doesn't go down. We'll go ahead and just finish off this bone dragon. Serious damage. You try to hit him with... Oh, wait. Any barriers we could summon into? Well, I mean, kind of. Nah, it's not very good. Take him down. Big dragon finished. That I don't like at all. There's nothing. Oh, these are just gonna run. That's right. We lost almost nothing. One Steel Shaper and our Bronze Golem, who was a champion, but they'll be replaced. Capturing Fire Dragon's Aftermath. Offer the Fire Dragon to the Eternal Sages. Put him in the capsule, and now we have bestest friends with the dwelling. Interesting that it didn't take us immediately back to Shelfel, though, but yeah, no, we are bestest friends. We've got the Eternal Pact. No further can we improve. That gives us access to some extremely mean weapons. Ooh, as well as a city structure. Man and Knowledge Imperium. Unlocks eternal studies in your cities, which converts production into knowledge. Is that the final artifact, or what is this? Item can only be bought once. I don't think it is. Oh no, it definitely is. Crystal and Knowledge Eternal. Yeah, let's grab it. The Lithrit Astrolabe. Yeah, I want to see what happens when we get all of the artifacts for the Lithrin going. Show us our artifacts. We've got all of them. So we've got the collection happening. The Cosmic Conclave. So a turn after collecting all the artifacts in the set, Cosmic Conclave is going to trigger. I can't wait to see what that does. Negotiations have succeeded, so now we get access to all of these weapons as well, which is incredible. Cosmic Conclave completed. Sure. Heroes have leveled up. Or fighting dragons as they did. Leaving sweep. Yeah, I don't really like the warrior as much. Or at least the knight side of the warrior very much. 30% damage, you lose some of your resistances. Let's go for more health. Greater Blight Shield or Lesser Blight Shield. Oh, really? Now we go with the Vengeful Blightbringer. It's a better overall shield. Our other heroes have leveled up to where rank 8 is Kvalin. Bolstering Evasion and Sundered Resistance. I like Immobilizing Presence for units that are supposed to be up in their face. I like both of these. Let's go ahead and grab the buff to the units in his army too. Alright, well done, the two of you. Onto the dragon. I honestly didn't think you'd get out of that with as few losses as you did. Well done. Lava's-Dale can access the province. We shall indeed. Let's go grab a conduit over here. We'll probably swap it out for something else later on, but for now we do need the extra mana. Simply because I want to keep buying things from the Lithrin. Czar of Wonders. Golem Mine gives us an additional unit in case we need it. And so does the Silent Barracks. That will do. Silent Barracks over here on this quarry. What a funky city. Definitely not going for any kind of expansion victory here with the underground cities. Yeah, I think we'll just go for just a whole bunch of cheap tier 1 units. They're going to be more about quantity than quality. Yeah, I want to march on Smoggin, but I'm not exactly sure what they have, so we're going to wait for one turn. Amplify Mines would be good. Use more copper golems so we can turn them into the bronze version. Cheap front line that we can utilize. One that really won't matter if it goes down. This transmuter. Going with this secondary squad. Lava's-Dale. Since Muspelheim's troops are so close, let's go ahead and start grabbing in the arcane battlements. And then the Caltrop stash. Keep them safe. I just rush the stash for yet a Bastion's barricade as well. There's all sorts of stuff we can put in here. Make it nearly impossible to get in. Glittering Peak. Eternal Studies. We'll go for the Bazaar of Wonders. Unique Profits Improvements. We're losing 5 income because of the Scholars Guild. Huh, okay, sure. Somehow that works out. Somehow that works out. Down to 69 positive Imperium. We can probably wait on our transmuters a little bit and start grabbing a few more bastions for a chunky front line that our battle mages can hide behind. Yes, where are the Sons of Muspel? They're on their way. Something just exploded. Complete an artifact happening and triggered the collection happening. It has become a familiar sight. The formal greeting of the Eternal Sages in their crystalline library in Isialfo. Halerod's droning voice explains. You have proven yourself a valuable ally to our cause, Gilded Emperor. One last favor remains. We seek to reach out to our scattered kin across the Astral Sea, to commune and exchange our pooled knowledge from all realms and worlds. This ritual calls for an individual to act as medium, an individual with the powers of a Godia. Will you accept the Eternal's invitation to become a medium for the ritual to commune with the other crystalline dwellings? What happens with that? Your current and future Lithuanian units gain a Lithuanian link. Adjacent Lithuanian gain warded and reinforced. Happening ends without any further consequences. Are we going to die if we become the medium? Well, let's find out. We agree. They'll contact us again in 2 turns. Fair. We gotta defend Gold Wall from the Sons of Muspel, who are actually likely hiding here in this one bit of fog of war. So in Smoggin, that's not a concern in the slightest. Let's go burn it to the ground. We begin the siege. Chitter the Hopeful, a war breed. They've got more armies behind. I do love when the AI does this. Let's go stand on their magic material. Bring more armies in. We will need them. Magistrix is back. The province has been pillaged by my vassal and I get some gold. I'm glad they're up to no good. Good, a diplomatic reproach will ensure victory. I hope we both may profit from your relation with Queensfjord. We all hope. Oh, they're coming down a wall. Yikes. You all aren't going to be back in time, are you? We'll have to defend the Lavasdale then from the invasion from Muspelheim. There's no provinces to excavate. We need to haul cheek. His baddie's afoot. Let's get not a Shard Lancer, but we need some... Don't have magic units though. That's the biggest issue. Already put in the building type that's for magic attacks, which we don't really have. Hurry this structure along and then put in some walls if we can. We'll try. All currently active units gain a permanent buff. Actually, this time we're going to go ahead and grab the Rite of Mana. Then use that to buy some stuff from the dwelling. Such as... Gerald Embassy may be a good call. City of Lacrum, a mythic unit with a strong charge attack. Chain lightning can trigger volatile charge, draftable in cities. I mean, first I of course want the Eternal Gold Seeker's Pickaxe. It is the ultimate gold sickness. We're probably honestly going to use it. Now we have to give it to Gerald, don't we? We'll give it to one of the units down here, but Gerald's in the biggest danger, so give you that tier 4 Eternal Pickaxe. Enemy melee attackers have a chance of becoming gilded. On top of me having a chance of gilding them, and on top of the combo gilding them too. So lots of gold going on here. Then we'll go ahead and summon in another Copper Golem. This is a slow and steady race that I will win. You lads need to haul Cheek back to... Now, truthfully, we could use your help at Smoggin. And you lot come on down to help out with Lavasdale, even if we don't really have the time for it. And we'll see. Gain 600 knowledge at once. I mean, I couldn't say no to 600 knowledge worth of... Yeah, give. Attack the shopkeep. We're not quite powerful enough for that right now, and I don't want to lose too many units. Just fighting a shopkeeper, that'd be all kinds of awful. Hold the line. You've got this. I believe in you. Are they going to go after a wall first? That is a permanent buff to their... Oh, really? Then the Magistrix comes and takes out my scout. Fair enough. They escape, though. Yeah, she got the Whispering Archives and Darkspire right next to this landmark. That's pretty awesome. Smoggin's going down in 3 tries, just not enough time. It's a wee bit too slow. The Whispering Stone has returned because wall is being destroyed. So we'll go ahead and give it to Queen's Throne then. Gold touched makes the target race gain an affinity for gold, granting them 2 additional resistance and then 1 gold per population in their cities. Yes. Deals damage, it increases the damage of your spells by 50%. It costs a lot. But, I mean, it is a summon. Combat summons tend to do very well. Yeah, we need to get down here towards Lavasdale quick. The fact that they're going after... Well, they lost. Just kidding. They were attacking wall and immediately got backhanded. Well, I guess we know where we're headed next. On to Muspelheim. You Lancer go join this army. You Lancer in this army. We'll go fight that together. Safe battle, we'll probably lose the Lancer. No, not even. Not even. Another safe battle? Let's see. Please. Lose a Steel Shaper this time. This one we'll have to fight. Alright, here. Frontline fighter. We'll actually go ahead and give him the second win now because I don't plan on actually moving him. So we'll just go for the heals. My Protector alongside Transmuter. Where's our weakened Lancer? You just need to stay back and away from everything. 4. Lancer up alongside. You can kind of stay in behind to give everyone some extra tankiness. Crossbow and crossbow. Big defense bomb, and we'll pass. Here comes the Rapidash. And a little bit slowly. Okay, well we can go ahead and... Okay, so an Awaken Earth. He just destroys the one next to it. Strange. You just go ahead and move right up in their face and get a big quake on everyone. Before you do. Full straight shit here. Then go for the big quake on everyone. A good chunk of that group is now immobilized. We can move in behind and do the same to the Rapidash. And we can try. Here, you back up. Getting hit by both cleaves is going to be all kinds of bad. So you just go ahead and immobilize here. Mobilize. Big shield bash. Not much in terms of heals, but it'll give them some strength for whenever something comes to hit them in the face. Not a lot of better chances. Let's go on this ogre then. 13 damage. Send in the boys. Goons assemble. Now I want him closer for the gilding attacks. So let's get... We really can't get closer, can we? Try to gild the tier 1 unit then. Yeah, we have the highest chance, but not this time. Extra defense. Sounds good to me. Move on forward. Keep blasting the same ogre. It's all set with a volatile charge now. Perfect. Models a little bit. 25 damage is nice, then you just gotta stay back here. Only reason this is taking as long as it is because we have these guys that have the chance to just insta-kill units. Thankfully dealing almost nothing in terms of damage. Fulminate on this group. And then proceed to really hurt the enemy. Down in one go. That's a really weak strength from. Right, let's bring the Lancer around for the finishing stab there. The plant defenders. A bunch of stutter defense, but no gilding. Overdraw into this poor Rapidash, taking them out with a 41 damage hit. No crit there. Step 4 once and finish off the poor Rapidash, and it's just a caster now. They can be run down very easily. On their next turn, even if they aren't down now, they should turn and run because of the terrifying aura. That's how you handle that. Try to kill my units. Got one more there. It is a really, really good way for us to be just gaining experience. Try one more. Safe battle. Indeed it was. Alright, everyone back in towards wall. That way we can get after. Although we can probably send the protector up to grab this Imperium drop. Oh yeah, we get after Muspelheim. He's growing quickly. Send the transmitter down. Decent armies down here. A little bit closer. And merge them together. Let me just wait. Production in Goldhaven. That shall be some stone walls just in case. Production to the peak. How much more knowledge is that? Oh, I don't want to. 65 knowledge? That's awesome. We're losing a lot of our cash, but I'll take the knowledge. Some more of the cheaper units. They're getting so tanky that even though they're tier 1, they're putting in some pretty good work for us. And in one turn, we've got the Crystalline Conclave about to happen. As soon as that event kicks in, afterwards, I'm gonna go ahead and take a very quick break. Oh shoot, he got caught trying to do some shenanigans. Well, Otto, you tried and you failed. Our vassal's being very aggressive here. The stars suddenly appear in the sky, followed by droning hums that ripple through the ground. The air tastes like cherries. Astral connections are drawn between the crystal dwellings on other realms, appearing in the shape of an arcane whirlpool. Strands of purple energy emerge between the stars, reaching to connect with a medium. All at once, all strands have touched down in Sealful, causing energy to shoot back into the cosmos. The surges soon reach an equilibrium. The connections are stabilized, and the cosmic conclave, a communion among eternal sages, has begun. This is the conclave that Sealful has manifested, with you at its center. All-knowing power from across the astral sea is coursing through your immortal body. Seekers of the cosmos laid out before me. Cities gain 100% knowledge income, sure. As the medium, you gain additional rewards when a player completes research. Any player completes research. Okay, so Order gives us stability. Chaos gives us draft, astral mana, materium, gold, nature, food, shadow knowledge, and then research without any affinity grants you Imperium. Dual affinity research grants rewards for both. Wow, that's so good. You've received a medium amount of mana. Would only last for 8 turns. I wonder what happens when it ends. That's concerning. Launches an amplification pylon. Sweet. We'll go ahead and grab next our... I mean, the amplified arrows might be the way. We can't really afford any gold golems yet. Steel's gonna be nice because it's a transformation that makes us even tankier. Ooh. Let's go for the transformation since it's gonna not cost us anything except for an upfront cost. Keep pillaging things and granting me goodies. Everyone is content with being evil. Like that, we've got a terrifying army down here in Lavasdale. It's time to start sending some of them up to join with our other squad as well. Two squads of 6. Actually, we got 3 squads of 6 now. Beautiful. It's a Divine Protector, you can just gonna stay here as additional reinforcements. Orders required. Your orders just we hang here. If we wait. We might as well set up a lightning torrent too. They'll heal any damage we deal to them, so we'll just get this ready. stone walls are done. We've got orders for a couple of units that we don't really care about. Production in Lavasdale, we'll go ahead and give you... We need the mana, so we'll grab a Mad Obelisk. I don't feel like rushing something's going to take a turn. And you really don't need any more. You don't need any more units, so let's go ahead and hold back. Goldhaven. You really can only use things that can boost up the city itself without the special profits improvements. So that's what we'll do there. Alright. Now you three reinforcements. I'm going to bring you next to Fanghelm. Now we're going to go this way. Go help out with Smoggin. We could use the extra support all day. Now, this is incredible. Is it going to show us the rewards? Yeah, it is. Every single ruler got one done, except for probably Boromir. Oh, Boromir, what happened to your hair? He's seen some stuff. He is now Boromir the White. Order Conclave has been... Order Affinity has been completed in this realm. During the Conclave, you gain city stability for 6 turns. Okay. And then we've also gained a little bit of draft. A small amount. Who knows how much that is? Maybe 10? Maybe less. And then another order, so lots of extra stability. Cool. Cool stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a mine over here. Or a quarry over here. Already goes sit up here. We'll go ahead and send out the armies now. Bring in the lads. You thought yourself almighty. Actually, what we need to do is send you down to set up an outpost. Probably actually in this province here. That way we can kind of grab everything down below and kind of expand more this way. Yeah, we definitely need to do that. That's something we definitely need to do. So one unit is going to have to leave from that group. Which is fine. You head on back. You're the lower rank anyway. Alright, one final turn before Smoggin's walls are broken. They've got a giant in there, but that's about as tough of what they have. A couple of rat boys and a heap of steel shapers. Let's go for an additional, I guess, a market. Market sounds good. Units regenerate an additional 1 hit point per 2 move points they have at the end of your turn every turn. Farms grant more food. Teleporters. Base upkeep is reduced by 10% per rank. Wow. How many turns before we have this one? We'll just do the Imperium. We'll grab that then. Nice chunk of upkeep reduction. Amplify mines here. That's not what I wanted to do. Wrong city. Well, it's here now. That's got an 18 upkeep. Yeah, I kind of expected that was going to be more than we could handle. Let's go ahead and get rid of this Entwined Protector. They're not really all that useful. Everything else we'll keep, though. Doesn't really mesh with our build. You risky battle. Oh, they do have a Spelljammer. And then they are going to have an Iron Golem on their side. Sure. Oh, did we set up a siege without doing any siege equipment? Well, that's a thing. Yeah, let's fight it. While this loads up, I'm going to just take a really quick break. Less than 5 minutes. I'm going to jump up, grab a refill of water so I don't have any weird issues with my voice. Take a quick restroom break. We'll return to face down Otto once again. Be right on back. Alright, let's get back to this. So, we have a little bit of a puzzle to deal with here. Where our opponent here has some pretty tanky units. 7 and 5 here on these iron golems. I think they have an ability... No, there's reinforced, so they take less damage when you're firing on them with physical or range attacks. That's very fair enough. They don't move very far. And they do not have an auto. Trying to take down Derek the Gifted. Derek. You here, you here. Pole arm's gonna spread out behind. Two main battle groups is what we're gonna try to go for here. We don't have any of the healers on this side though, do we? Nope, unfortunately not. We'll have to use the bolstering resistance on that over on this side. Copper Golem you up just a little bit right behind these trees. One up behind the trees as well. Since this is in our army, we need to be worried about the repeater not being able to actually hit anything. Or breaking the trees. I think I can put it in the trees and it doesn't destroy them. There we go. And then you can fire on out. Deal a bunch of damage. 4 units, enjoy. Not bad, not bad. And then we wait. Pole arms, you can come on over and add your might to this angle. There we go. So we got 2 battle groups. That should work out pretty well. Before you end the turn, you need to go ahead and pass out your extra defenses to this bastion. Extra bastion, you can go ahead and drop yours as well. And then we'll pass the turn. Alright, goes to the heal here. Every time they waste their heals before moving in, I'm absolutely here for it. Since we are playing as... Materium always likes to tank up like this, but since we have our own bolt repeater, we win that duel 100% of the time. Plus, we can just sit here and drop lightning down on them all day. Enjoy. We get some extra fortune. I can probably go ahead and summon in a Earth Spirit to just go bother them. Yeah, summon one in here. Boom. Hello there, everyone. We'll just step in front of you and drop a big quake. How you like that? Mobilized. And I can keep using that ability as long as there's things to blow up and turn into demons, so. True shot anyone from here? Oh, you guys are so lucky. Let's move around this set of trees and destroy them like a monster. Hold arm up. You guys kind of come up to this angle. Crossbows in. Pole arms too. Gonna hang back a bit. Yeah, it looks like they're forming 2 battle groups as well. Did they hit us with any of their units? Yeah, the wild speaker probably could call in some animal friends. Not that concerned though. We've got a pretty good kill box here. Did I hit them? I can hit the first 2. Honestly, it does give us a good initial bit where everyone here is even tankier than before. So what are you up to? 14. Yeah, he just blocks 77% of physical damage coming his way, and 72% of damage from all the other kinds. He's a monster. That's our turn, I think. You can fire next turn? Yes. I guess there's no firing. You can shoot next turn. We want to be pedantic about it. I'm sure. Look at all of your buffs. How exciting! You're doing just nothing in terms of damage, even on your big your big rat war breed. Everyone hates stone spirits. Problem is, now they've given themselves a really bad positioning. Fools. Now we shall destroy you. You, charge attacker? Yeah, we don't want you anywhere near our... Disrupt that very easily, though, can't we? Move here. Can we go for a overdraw crossbow shot? No line of sight. How lucky you are, Derek. The gifted. You don't have March. So we'll just move here. Give them the old molten bolts. Oh, no guild. We can rush on in alongside and flank. With flying, you see, he's gone. Overdraw against these just to get rid of their defense mode. I can step up and give him a couple stabs. Materium hates being stabbed with lightning. Yeah, I say kill the unit. Down with the bloody beast. You're gonna have to be the tank on this other side, unfortunately. We'll move to here and blast the steel. Then you can go for the defensive strike on this bull fool. Hit you back. That's fine. Ooh, wait, actually, before we waste any more of our turns here, let's go ahead and drop in the amplification pylon, because it's hilarious. Yeah, it's gonna get wiped out, isn't it? If we're done with our placement, it's just gonna get killed. Let's put it here. Can anyone reach it? Oh man, that guy can. Oh, and so can the Warbreed. Oh. Rats. Literally. Giant mutated rats. Well, let's go ahead and punch the Warbreed. Please slow it down. Yeah, the fact that you're slow means you now no longer can chase our amplification tower, and we can just let it electrocute people. Does it... Was that very useful? No. I would have definitely... Fulmination is so much better than that. Oh, we have to take down a friendly. Or not. Yeah, I'm thinking obliterating the Warbreed and his friends is the call. So let's do this. I don't think we've seen it gilded with a single one of those shots, unfortunately. Overdraw here. 50% chance. You know what? It actually is 100%. And now for the go. Alright, Warbreed, you. You would like to be turned into a statue. That's fine. I'll remember that. Add pits him in place. We'll just have the copper golem stand there. Otherwise they'll get taken out. You can't really get anywhere, can you, Gerald? Which is unfortunate. We could ride you in to go for the execute. That works. So let's move up to this position, go for the command, decisive command, and now you triple tap this poor unfortunate Warbreed into a statue. Failed me for the last time. Execute. 25% chance for death. Oh, you got gilded! Yes. Then we go for, what is this, a howl? I didn't realize you could target the howl. Yeah, get him. Does it have a chance of gilding them as well? You're trying to taunt the Warbreed. It doesn't go past you. You failed, of course, but you tried your best. True shot is now no longer a true shot. Snapshot. One bear down. Alright, fair enough. Auto the garbage goes for... That's some bold plays. Try to use those bastions, they just don't. They deal, I think, less damage than normal shield units even, so they're just Really strange. They're tanky is what they are. That's just rude. Use Crushing Earth? Isn't your leader dead? How'd you do that? I'm pretty sure we just killed his leader. Is he already back? Big nasty AoE. I see that you have adjusted your entire formation to come attack this side. I respect it. Flanks, but no gilding. You got some dodgy support units. That's a bizarrely tanky. Okay then. Chop. Oh, she's got steady. That's where this rat has stay, so it can't be killed this turn. That's very fun. Buff you up a bit. Give you the heals after coming around. There we go. Serious heals. Oh, why'd I do that? Well, you're primed for next turn. Bother the blow up the trees? Absolutely. Death. Death to the wild speaker. Death to these crows. Again. Yeah, they're a summon, but I'd prefer them not do anything at all. Big zaps. Did you guys need those zaps? No, that was winning more. Sorry, Warbreed, not today. Can I gild it? Please. I see how you want to be. Not gold is the answer there. 1 gold bear is not enough. Does not a golden toilet make? You all about to run? That's not very brave. There's nothing that scary going on. Back to the other flank, you guys managed to overwhelm us. Pretty well. Let's see their reaction. And thanks for Tristan. We'll be trying to get our audio kind of fixed up for the next time. I didn't realize it was as quiet as it was, but we'll make sure things are looking a little bit better. Hopefully, a little bit more even volume next time. All right, let's go ahead and try to finish off these poor fools. Oh yeah, they're done. Morale down to 0. That's really hard to hit these things with range attacks. Lame victory. Sorry, Otto. You tried your best. We lost 1 whole arm unit. Oh, and someone finished up some research. I would just stop researching anything. What is going on? Oh man. We got a piercing mantle. Whenever a friendly spell is cast, it gains 1 fortune, so we could double up the fortune. That'd be kind of cool. Hand of the Berserker. So you just took that from one of those rats there, did you? Berserk and Steadfast. I'll take it. We'll break one of them down. Our research was done, which gives us access to some gold. A medium amount of gold. So a small amount of food. Mana. So that's knowledge, stability, and stability. The walls have been breached. No, we didn't go for a single siege project. Excellent job. Me. Alright, Steel Skin gives us more defense, light resistance, but makes us weaker to lightning. Which I think is fine. Completely fine. Frenzying Focus is what we wanted this whole time. Grants enchanted units, which is Battle Mage and supports. Frenzy, which increases damage dealt. And then 1 additional range. If you want any kind of Battle Mage build, you must go for the Frenzying Focus. Additional range is so needed on the Battle Mages. Our ruler has leveled up. Excellent. Undying Warrior. Oh, so you just charge in there, and even if you lose, or as long as you lose your leader, as long as you win the battle, it doesn't matter. He comes back. And pretty dang good. Leaving sweep. Let's keep moving down to the bottom of the tree here. He has become a ghost. Alright, fair enough. A hero has leveled up. Follow up to Adept of Materium. Meteor Strikes. I think Meteor Strikes would be incredible on the Mage Lock shot. Meteor Strikes it is. And Kill Shot. So, killing an enemy unit resets all ability cooldowns. Can only trigger once per turn. Then we'll give it the Piercing Mantle as well, so extra fortune. Pretty much every shot should be a critical hit. And I don't mind making you berserk as long as it keeps you alive. Respond to a hero's offer to join. If they don't belong to our people, they don't belong to our faction. Yes. That's Ormir the Nautical. He's a warrior. That one's probably what we want. Warrior Defender. Defenders are kind of garbanzo. We haven't used a single Ritualist or Elementalist, which is kind of fun. Yeah, we're gonna keep going. Actually, I bet you we can get a gilding unit. So let's grab an Elementalist, because Elementalists, I believe, have one for Materium. And if they don't have one for Materium, we'll just go Lightning. So welcome in, Glenn the Learned. You're a Delver and an Arcane Governor. She has a Arcfire Bolt Sphere. Conjure a Lesser Elemental Spirit. Yeah, you do have the Materium. Cool. Okay, so we'll recruit her in. Welcome. Plus, I did like what we saw here. So all of the Mage and the Ritualist have been reworked. So the Mage is now called an Elementalist, and the Ritualist is now a Ritualist. There's been split between the Ritualist and the Warlock. So the Elementalist is going to keep all of the Mage damage stuff, but now you get to basically choose a discipline. She's got the discipline of Frost. We want the discipline of Earth. To give us any chance to. I love that we can't see these because of my UI. Really. We got lots of elemental spirits here. Battle of the Elements, reset all of your cooldowns into defense mode. Inexorable cast. There's lots of good stuff. I think summoning the spirits is what we absolutely want. So instead of Frost, we'll just have her be a discipline of Earth. So her attacks have a chance of sundering. Oh wait, that has a chance of freezing too? Grief. Never mind, you're fine. You're all set up beautifully. Welcome, Glenn the Learned. Alright, well, that is actually going to be all the time I've got for today's stream. We've gotten quite a ways, and actually I'm going to change my my tune. Instead of going for a magic victory, because we are already at war with all of the other factions and have pretty much an alliance going with everyone else too. So if we get an alliance here with Boromir, that means as long as we kill these 3 leaders, we just win the campaign from there. So I think we'll just go for a domination win. So as soon as we take down this city here at Smolin, we're going immediately down after Otto's Throne City, ignoring Silverwall entirely, and then Muspelheim's coming in for another wave attack. So as long as we deal with this wave, especially if they're going to keep their giant this far ahead, that's not going to be hard at all. He's going to be a problem, but at the same time, not really. Not without reinforcements. This will be a good bit of fun. So we'll deal with everyone through a conflict rather than just turning the world gold. Thank you all so much for stopping on by today's, or I guess Materium isn't actually turning the world gold, it'd be turning the world into like Earth or something. Either way, thank you all for stopping on by today's stream. We will pick up sometime here next week. Have a wonderful rest of your day.